3, 2, 1. Oh, no, you don't have to clap. We already synced, bro. Do you want to clap anyway? All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're off, bro.
That's why I didn't take it. I didn't do band the second year.
You didn't do band the second? Wait. You did band?
I did band in middle school.
Band nerd? I didn't know that about you,
baritone.
Sir. Baritone.
Second
Okay.
baritone.
Sarah, okay.
Close to first.
But how did that interfere with what obviously would have been your wrestling season?
It was middle school. I only started wrestling when I was a sophomore in high school.
Really?
So I did boxing since I was 9 years old.
Okay.
And then from then on, then I just kind of just did that. That's all I did. That's all the sports I did. And then once high school season came around, or freshman year, I wanted to try football. And honestly, I was always told I was too small.
Okay.
But then I would cut like a lot of weight just because I used to fight like 98 pounds, sometimes lower, or like the hundreds.
Okay.
So, I was small no matter what.
Well, it's a surprise to me because you've seen like a wrestler since day one, since I've known you. So you took to it really well. Yeah. What was the draw? What was the appeal? Because you were boxing at the time. So what made you switch?
I wasn't like a big fan of boxing when I was like little. But then again, it was like good for me. But my dad always made me sure like to keep me in. It'll always keep me like out of trouble and focused. And then on top of that, just ready to scrap whenever. So one year, my friends were trying to get me to join the wrestling team. I went out my freshman year to the off season. I liked it, but my dad's like, nah, you're still going to stick to boxing. I was like, all right. And then sophomore year, I ended up being like, I really want to do high school sports. And then I chose water polo first because football was like kind of already had their thing, people. So I was like, I don't want to ride the bench, bro. Like, that's what I heard. So I decided to play water polo and honestly really, really fucked with it. Honestly, the cardio, trying to drown someone, and then also like, it's pretty cool.
So I'm sorry, I didn't really know that was the full extent of what you're trying to do.
I mean, I was like the smallest person, but like, fuck it. If I had to take down someone like 210, whatever, they sent me in, and then that was it. But then after that, I met a really good friend of mine, and he was going to do wrestling. He's like, let's do it together. And I was like, yeah, I was planning on it. Let's do it. And then after that, first season, I was hooked. My first off-season tournament, freestyle, I got my first cauliflower ear. And then my friends at the time, like my teammates, they were just like, yeah, bro, it's going to go away. And I was like, oh, you sure? And my mom and my parents didn't know what it was. And they're like, yeah, it's just going to go away. And then next, they're like, but just letting you know, you can't quit now because you got the cauliflower, so that means you can't quit. And I always stuck to that, like, wow, I can't stop doing this sport. And ever since then, I just never stopped.
Good for you, man. How'd you find jiu-jitsu? Because you found a gym that was probably a slam dunk for your style. Like, yeah. This is a very aggressive gym. They're known for great pressure, always fun to watch.
Yeah.
So how did that happen for you?
Well, for me, like jiu-jitsu, I actually started at Riverside MMA. That's when one of my wrestling coaches pulled me in. He saw me working out. It was my first year doing Mount Sac wrestling, the junior college. And then he saw me working out. He pulled me in, taught me like a few classes. And that's where I met Tyler and Kenny, and then the owner of Riverside MMA. And then just finished off my wrestling season. And then COVID happened. And I was like, dude, I'm getting fat. I'm like 215 at one point, and I was like, fuck, this sucks. So then another really good friend of mine, Geiger, he brought me into Carlson, Gracie Riverside. Then that's kind of how it got going. And then I met everyone from Peerless and Millennia. They've always been welcoming to me. They've always been like really cool with me, always invited me to come train, and I really grown like a really good relationship with them. And then next thing you know, things happen. And I needed a home, and there was no better place to be besides Peerless and Millennia. And ever since then, I don't regret my decision. I love that place to death. So.
You make sense, dude. And I love seeing you still teach over at Riverside. So that's a cool connection that you still have with them. And, I mean, I went to school at Mount Sac as well. So I have that connection with you.
Hey.
I wasn't competing on a wrestling team. I was competing on a speech team, which is kind of one of their best programs, honestly. There.
Hey, well, so are we.
Hold on. Have you won national championships, though?
Actually, they just won state 2 years in a row.
That's not bad. I won state a couple times in speech.
Hey, guess what? That's why you're very good at your job.
That's what I'm supposed to do, sir.
Cheers.
Right. Cheers, indeed. You didn't bring me one, though. Okay,
I'll go
let's
run
talk.
over there.
Let's talk about this, okay? Because when you were like, "How do we get this in your hand?" I was like, "I have no problem with it." But then I said, "Don't throw it." And
My ears are closed. I have very selective hearing, and that at that time I was just hyped that my boy won.
yeah, as you should be, and I was happy for you to have family win for you. I just didn't know what to do when I'm sitting there looking at you throwing it, and I thought, well, maybe he's got a shotgun arm. No, he does not. That was one of the worst throws I've ever seen.
Recently, I threw something and I hurt my elbow.
Is
so
that-
I'm done throwing shit until I have my own kids and I'm tossing them a ball.
That's
So
fair.
maybe a dodgeball once in a while, but
Okay.
I'm only good for 2 rounds and that's it.
But for dodgeball, that's got to be important for the kids though, because
Oh,
you
yeah.
also bring a hella kids whenever we do wild style. So you're a coach. So literally you compete one day, the next day you show up and you're like right there coaching with that.
Yeah, honestly, I just got done coaching right now. Actually,
Nice.
I was in Huntington Beach.
Oh, I saw that
for the California beach wrestling tournament.
How was that, dude?
It was definitely different. This rule set's different. It's different, but like in a fun way.
Okay.
Like, I wish I would have done it, but I was like, I got this going on. And then even when my bracket wasn't even popping up. So by the time my bracket would have started, I would have been late to here and I would have not even did an interview.
I mean,
I would have ducked you 3 times.
I mean, I'm used to it at
You
this
know what I
point.
mean?
And the thing is, I've been trying to get you to come do an interview, come roll. This dude ducking all the time. So
But I'm always coaching. So
whatever, dude. Everybody here is coaching. Get out of here, bro.
yeah,
I'm coaching. I'm doing this. I'm editing this. I got tons of jobs, bro. But I would make the time to get some rolls in. It's just, it's very sad to me when I'm like, hey, bud, it'd be fun to roll with you.
it would be fun. It's just a mission to drive. But I will make the time to go.
All right. So maybe
Yeah,
after this,
too.
after the Subversive, we find that time
Yeah.
and we're going to do what I call marathon rolls, which means it's just an hour straight of rolling.
I have a pretty good gassing. So
I think you do. I know. That's not what I'm afraid of.
So, all right, as long as you put the timer on, we keep going.
Oh, bro, that's fine, dude. I don't think you know, like, when you get to being my old age, you literally just do this, where you go, I don't need that clock. We're just here for a while. Because I'm just trying to be less fat. That's really what I'm trying to do.
Well, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the first submersive I did was at 185, and I had a cut for that.
I know. Well, dude, you're just built like a tank. I don't know what to tell you. It's not necessarily like, oh man, I'm just fat. It's like, bro, you make good use of your size with your wrestling. That's why we like bringing you here at Subversive.
Yeah, it's funny because like my coaches seen me. Like I said, I always used to train with them anyway, especially when I was consistently fighting and competing. So I was like competing at like jiu-jitsu tournaments at 55 and fighting at 45.
Gotcha.
So I used to be a lot smaller, and then I got back, especially after my knee surgery too. I came back, and they're like, "Damn, Sauce, you're thick sauce, bro." I'm like, I forgot what they call me, like ranch or barbecue sauce. I was like, bro. What the fuck?
Hey, you know what? I got to
my
tell
boy Lorenz keeps reminding me. He keeps reminding me, and my coaches too. They're like, big boy Sauce. But the good thing is, though, I'm not too far away, and from what the weight requirement is.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm just trying to make my way down little by little.
Okay.
Compete a little bit more and more.
I mean, I like seeing you compete. So there's a reason why you find yourself back on these cards. You put together exciting action. I don't know if you ever heard me, like the first time I think you were competing for us, maybe the second, I'm not sure exactly when, but I literally was saying, I was like, Sauce? Does he go by Sauce? Because Saucedo, when you see that, you go, I should probably say the full name. But then I see the branding is all Sauce based. So I got nervous and I was kind of doing both.
Right.
But then I see part of the branding for Sauce is that you also teach. So when you have like a whole system. So what is the meaning behind the name Saucedo Wrestling, like, or Saucedo Training whenever you're getting the guys there?
It's Sauce Training.
Sauce Training.
But to be honest, like I got that nickname when I was little. Yeah, when I started fighting, everyone called me by my last name. I stopped hearing Andrew probably eighth grade.
Okay.
And then everyone just called me Sauce. And then after that, I think everybody just kind of like, from my wrestling, from my boxing, I've always been entertaining. So I always got that sauce, you know?
Okay.
And I bring that style to not just like my competition, but to my coaching style.
Gotcha.
You know, I don't mind getting like taken down because I'll just get right back up. Or I might do some funky stuff to get back at you. And you're like, what the fuck? How do you end up here? Or I just took you down. How are you behind me? Like some crazy stuff. And ever since then, I always built it around that sauce training and just built it off of fundamentals. Because if you master the fundamentals, then you could play around with it more and more. Just like jiu-jitsu. Like, you see all this, like, arm bars. Now, who invented the flying arm bar? Like, come on, bro. You had to do the basics before you start jumping into shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's basically just kind of what sauce training is. And on top of that, I've never been a high-level wrestler. I know you guys all seen me, but I didn't really do shit in high school. I didn't really do a whole lot in college. I placed at tournaments. I've been in the finals. I've done some things, but to the people that I've either beaten or the people that I've gone against or lost this close, like shit like that, like I'm at this point in my career of like grappling, like I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing. And honestly, it shows all my hard work. And it's funny because I've been to some pretty good people that have done some good things. So honestly, I just use that as motivation. And then on top of that, it motivates my kids. Like, hey, bro, if Coach Sauce could do it, fuck it, you can.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let's do this, sir. Let's put a pin on this conversation. Let's pick up, hopefully after you pick up a dub at the next Subversiv. Oh, dude, come on.
Oh, my bad.
Come on. Like, literally.
We were doing so good.
Bro. Okay.
So good.
Here's what we're going to do. Are you going to get out there and beat up Rich a little bit later?
I brought clothes just in case, but I don't.
See, here's the thing. Do you know what you were challenging you to do out there?
No.
Okay. So there's a couple different things. One, we're looking for the most creative way for somebody to beat up a robot. So that little robot that's out there, I'm looking for the most creative way to do it. But number two, we got a game called the Grappling Hour Challenge. What you do is you pull a submission out of a deck of cards. You have 2 minutes to hit that submission on Rich. Can you do it?
Can I do it? Yeah, I could do it.
Okay. Okay. I want to see if you can do it. That's all. Yeah. I mean, we're subjecting one of our guys here who works.
I know. He's like, I got fed to the wolves.
He does, bro. But I mean, like, if you can't catch him, I mean, that's fine. Just admit it and we can move on from there. And that's fine.
That's true.
But I think you got a good shot. So I'm rooting for you, not Rich. Just don't break him because he has to put away stuff at the end of the night.
Oh, no. I might help him put away stuff.
Oh, that's very nice of you. A good guy.
A nice guy.
Let me say this. See, that's camera right there.
Yeah.
What I want you to do, look at that camera and tell the people where they can come train with you, where they can come find you, etc.
Hi, my name is Andrew Saucedo, otherwise known as Sauce. You can find me under Sauce Training on Instagram, or Andrew Sauce on my regular Instagram to see some of the highlights. On top of that, if I also teach kids classes at Riverside MMA, jiu-jitsu, and a little bit of MMA and stuff like that. And then on top of that, I train at Peerless and Millennia, some of the best teams in all of California. So if you ever want to come by and train with me, hit me up. I got open mats. My gym does a great open mat on Sundays and Saturdays in the morning. I just started a wrestling open mat on Sundays. You'll catch me there too. Even at Millennia, we have craziest open mats ever. So come on by, and I hope to see you soon.
That's what's up, sir. I look forward to seeing you back over there. And do you drink? Are you a guy who drinks at all?
Yeah, I enjoy a little
beverage. Okay, okay.
You know, if I'm in a chill mood, I'll have some whiskey.
All right, here's what I would say. I don't know if you're a beer guy, but you come up to train at my place. We'll have beers afterwards. How's that sound? All right, we'll train, we'll roll. After I beat you up a few times and tap you, then we'll grab some beers.
Exactly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Saucedo. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We have another Subversiv standout here. He has been on our cards before. This man puts really, really good matches together. You see him tons and tons of time, but not just that. You're getting to know him, hopefully, a little bit better here today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the show. One, Aries. How you doing, my man?
Good, man. Good.
Hey,
great to have you. Great to
beautiful to see you, my man. So, brother, what was the travel like? What is going on with you today?
Everything's been so good, super vibey. This venue, I wish you guys could see it. It's so lit, man. I love how Subversiv does it, bro. It's different. I can't lie.
You know what? You have performed for us before. You know, we always love having your matches. And the thing is, you roll in deep. Like, your squad, my friend. I don't want to say who they are. We know who they are. But when you show up, everybody goes, oh.
A little bit. You feel that energy a little bit when you walk through the doors.
But the weird part is, normally, if I was on your squad, I'd be walking behind them, taking photos and being the... No, dude, that's your entourage. Do you ever think like that?
Nah, it's more so like family. Like, honestly, like a brotherhood. I've known the twins and my whole life. I grew up, I remember competing against Ty, him like, long scraps, bro. Put me to sleep one day, bro. It's crazy. You know, I remember fighting Cade, like growing up, Pan Am's, Worlds, just running around as little kids. So it's more so like a family vibe. I can't even lie.
I mean, the thing is, anybody who has had interactions with them knows that it's obviously great to see their jiu-jitsu be acknowledged, but they're just good people too.
They're super nice, super kind-hearted. Like, you would think like the money would change them or like ego, but they're like stayed down the whole time. So it's definitely dope.
And the thing is like I've interviewed them since they were younger, so now getting to see them grow up, it's like, oh no, the values are there. They're good people, and I tell people who ask about them because they're like, what are they like? And I'm like, they're like regular kids. And I go, and the nice part is that that's why you want to root for them. That's why I'm just like, oh, and they're savages too.
Like these, you wouldn't even expect them to like fight the way they fight with how like they act.
Just how polite and nice they are. Like, I'm gonna have you come up a little bit to the mic, but let's get to know you a little bit better. Where does training begin for you, sir?
Like where I started.
Where you train now?
Man, I remember. I'm originally from the East Coast, Virginia. So it started out there, and then my dad used to travel for work, and he ran across Salo and Shaji Ribeiro. And from then on, like literally moved us all out to Cali and trained at Salos until I think like 2011, 2012, and then moved to Atos.
Okay.
And now train at Atos and Tenori, like mixed. Here, I'll go there for a week, come here for a week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just balancing it out right now.
It's just so funny to me because sometimes when we say those things, it's a little bit of, oh, yeah, you went this gym and this gym. But these are two stellar programs, fam. So your family didn't just go like, let's go down the street and see who it is. Y'all found some of the best people to possibly learn from.
Literally. I think it's honestly a blessing to be have my oldest brother, who's also a black belt, high-level black belt, fought Philippe, fought a bunch of people, you know? Like, I think it's kind of a blessing how like it all worked out, because even like Salo and Shanji are legends in the game. You know, to like learn the morals or the basics of jiu-jitsu from them was a blessing. You know, not a lot of people get that opportunity. You know, so I think it's a blessing for sure.
How do you describe your jiu-jitsu? So if somebody has never seen you roll before, because my man here is super humble. Even though he's got a shirt that says boxing on it, don't get him twisted. He'll scrap with you. For you, sir, how would you describe your jiu-jitsu?
Man, if I really just say exciting and like just entertaining. I really like my whole thing with jiu-jitsu is like I want to put on a show for the fans. Like I really just do it for you guys, you know? So like whether it's a win or a loss, as long as I get to put on like a firework performance and have a whole like crowd turn up, that's all I really want. You know what I'm saying?
You seem to thrive under those lights because the nice part is I saw you pulling up over here. This is the Clark Kent that's happening right now. All mild mannered, and then I see you go out there, and I'm like, oh my God, no wonder the twins are with you all the time, because that's good training, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I think, I don't know, it's just something about those lights. I've like, I don't want to sound cocky or like cliche, but I've envisioned myself in these positions since I was a kid, bro. So like, when I'm in those positions, I try to capitalize the whole opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bro. Talk your shit.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
talk your shit, because you know what? Hey, man, if you shine, go out there and shine. That's the whole
I try to keep it humble and let my jiu-jitsu talk, but I just love those moments, bro. I love them. I feel like I was made for them.
All right, let's ask this. When you're not out here being a savage on our mats, what are you doing? Like, what does a off day look like for you?
Bro, this might sound crazy, but the twins got me in the water. Like, I try to surf a little bit. I'm like, I jump in the ocean a lot. Like, that's like my downtime. Sometimes I like wrestle at the beach or whatever. I think just jumping in the beach and like, I don't know, that's just been the biggest.
Hold on. Let me point this out. I asked this man, what does he do on his off time? And this dude's like, oh man, I'm just learning, you know, doing some good stuff. No big deal. Oh, I am wrestling on the beach. Brother, that's not an off day.
But like, man, I can't take a day off, you know? Like, you can't, man, you can't. But I say like, yeah, just meditating at the beach, finding like, that's that calm place in my mind, you know? I feel like
so let me get this straight. Well, when you say meditation, that usually means you're there for a minute plus. You're probably suplexing somebody on a beach. So like,
drilling.
So like, how long are you on the beach in that kind of a day?
Hours, bro, hours. Because like, you think about training. Training's hard, man, on your body, on your mind, specifically your mind, bro. Like being in those tough rooms with the twins or at Atos, you know, like it's a lot of stress on your body and your mind. So I think like getting away from that is what's honestly helped me a lot, you know?
Good for you, man. That's awesome. Yeah. And it shows, because you don't really falter anytime. Like you thrive. You are there.
Thank you.
So let me ask this, man. For you, what are the kind of goals that you're looking to aspire in jiu-jitsu? Like where do you see yourself in like 3 to 5 years?
Man, at the top, bro. Like at the top, exactly where the twins are. Like I use them as inspiration because like not only are they my brothers, but I feel like we hold each other accountable, even though they're a lot higher than I am. Soon I'll get there, and like, you know, that's really genuinely where I want to be, at the top.
Yeah, but think about it like this. You know, they always say like you're a collection of the 5 people you know, bro.
100%.
Those are 2 out of the 5 that are stellar. And the thing is, you're climbing, and we always hope that people make use of the platform that we have at Subversiv, because you know we've got a lively bunch of animals that come see the show.
I like it, bro. That's why I like it.
I love whenever I see you thrive when the audience comes alive, and it makes it so much easier, so that when I come give you your props and we get to post interview, I'm just like, yo, this dude's he's in a special place, so it looks good.
That's love, man.
Okay, I want to ask this now. We talked a little bit about what you do on your off time. I want to know about the food, because if there's one thing I've learned about the twins, now you got to tell them this.
Yeah.
They and I have said one day we're doing interviews with food.
Oh my God.
So I'm getting mic'd up, they're getting mic'd up, and we're going to do an interview with food. Because they were telling me, they're like, brother, we'll get you, like, they were like, no, man, you got to come eat with us, because it'll be so great. And I go, I can't eat a fraction of what you guys have, but I will do it. And they're just like, nah, man, we have the best food. And I was like, I think you're right. I think you probably do.
Their food is, bro. For food, honestly, I kind of venture off. I do my own thing. I call myself a big back.
Okay.
And like, bro, I'll eat canes. I eat bad, bro. I do.
No.
It's
where
like,
does it go, dude?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea, but bro,
listen, dude, hold on. Camera, look at this right now. I eat canes as well. I look like me. This dude looks like him after eating Raisin cane. Are you doing the sauce? Are you doing double sauce?
Okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you my quarter.
Oh, no.
I get the cognac combo, two what's it called? 2 loaves of bread and 3 sauces. And I just all in like 5 minutes. Done.
5 minutes, sir?
Gone, dude, gone.
Sir.
Gone. Get a little milkshake, Oreo shake.
A shit? No, come on.
You got to. It's only right. It's only right.
I could do the math. This order's $25, isn't it?
Yeah, bro, probably more. 30, close to 40, bro. Close to 40. Yeah.
You know what the worst part is? I hate the judgment when they go, how many sauces did you say? And I'm like, you heard me.
All the time.
You heard. It was 3, ma'am.
They look at you different, like we should charge you for this. And I'm like, look, man, I'm just enjoying life.
Just put it in the bag, please.
Yeah, just put it in. Don't look at me crazy, man.
Well, Aries, you got some stuff to do here today. You're going to be making some friends. Are you going to beat up our robot? We got a robot.
I might have to take it easy on the robot today.
Oh, you're going to take
it? I literally just got done training.
Okay, but
I could do a couple moves. I'll show you guys a little something.
Okay, we're looking for the most creative way of who can beat up the robot.
Really?
There might be a prize. I don't know. But I want to ask you this. Are you going to take our grappling hour challenge out there? Do you know what that's all about?
What's going on?
All right. Do you see our boy Rich? He's out there, okay?
Okay.
So Rich is a guy who works for us. We have submissions on a card. You get that card. You have 2 minutes to get that submission on. Can you do that?
Of course I can.
Of course I can.
Will I?
Oh, will you?
I think, look, man. I think September 5th, you guys show up, pop out, and watch me put on a show for you guys like no one else on this card.
Oh, good. Scared. I heard it. But here's what I want you to do. That is your camera right there. I would love for you to tell the people where they can come train with you, where they can find you on social media, and tell the people what they can expect on that September 5th date, sir.
Sure, man. Well, to start off, man, you guys are going to expect fireworks, a nonstop pace, high-paced fight, straight action every time, submissions from everywhere, and yeah, you guys can catch me on Instagram, ARESLOYNAB_, and if you guys want to come train with me, I'm at Atos and I'm at Tenori, so pull up and yeah, let's vibe, man. Let's have a good time.
Hold on. I've seen you how you roll. There's no such thing as just vibing with you, Sam.
I'll take it easy.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. I was like, I want some insurance. Aries, hey, man, go enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for being a great competitor on our mats.
Thank you for having me, man. Much love.
Hello, sir.
How you doing? I'm Brady.
You are Brady. Brady Huang? Brady Huang, is that what your name is?
All right, Leonardo Esparza.
I've never met you, so I don't know your name, sir. That's the difference.
Okay.
Well, Brady, you look very great today. You're just coming from some promotions. Was it a good day over at Breakdown Academy,
It was a
sir?
good day. It was a good day supporting my fellow Breakdown members and seeing them get their belts and stripes and supporting my team. And it was a good day.
Very nice, very nice.
To be here. So.
Well, we're happy to have you, brother, and we're super stoked because we know you are a busy man. So you're coming back again with us at Subversiv. You put on some great performances. I have to ask you, though, at the end of that last Subversiv event, you had a very intense match, and there were words that were spoken.
Yeah.
Have we quelled all of that? Have we quashed like all of the beef? Like, where do we stand at the end of that match, sir?
Oh, man, at the end of the day, it's all business. It's just 2 dogs in the cage competing. So I'm not looking to hold grudges. I'm looking for exciting matches.
Right.
So the next match for all of y'all tuning in is going to be my debut in combat jiu-jitsu. I'm going to be letting my hands go. You guys all know I am a well-rounded MMA fighter. This just got in yesterday. I said, yes, it's cool. And being a well-rounded fighter, which I take pride in, any rule set, they could have thrown me in a freaking, I don't know, freaking backflip contest and I would have made it, right? A wrestling match, I would have made it.
Right.
And combat jiu-jitsu, it plays into my game well because I'm always looking to pressure and attack and finish. So just up my alley.
Okay. What are you doing in your off time aside from going to see wrestling shows with your boy over here, my man?
Oh, what else? I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon, a little bit of video games, get my mind off of fighting. Sometimes when you've been in the fight game for a while, you get kind of burnt out. So,
Brady, how long have you been an MMA fighter for now? I'm trying to do the math, sir.
My first MMA fight was in 2010. That's when smokers were still kind of like underground, right? My first full sanction, full contact MMA fight was 2011, but I've been training since 2009, so it's been about a 16-year journey. Yeah, it's still going and still rising, still the best days are ahead of me. So
well, you also just recently won a 24/7 or 247, if you would, championship that was out in Philly. And that wasn't too far after you were doing the last Subversives either. So you've been very, very busy, my man.
Absolutely. And I attribute that success to, like you said, staying busy, staying active. I think active fighters are rewarded with the experience and with the courage and the heart to just go out there and just be able to compete with anybody, right? So I owe Subversive a lot because they've kept me busy. And even fight seasons, right? This isn't even the first time. Even before we had our first fight club, I competed on Subversive on my way back to getting back to a win streak. When I was kind of down on my luck a little bit. So for Subversive to give me work, good times, bad times, good opponents, no matter what. Just talking with the whole staff, they're always very supportive. They know what my goal is. I'm an MMA fighter through and through, but Subversive is the place to be to keep young fighters hungry and just grinding, and veterans like me, because I still feel young, but apparently I'm considered a veteran.
I mean, you are young. It's just wild to sit here and be like, what, 16 years now? It doesn't look like, well, probably just because, you know, you're looking a little timeless, sir. So
thank you.
It's hard to put that in. What has recently changed for you? I know that you've been a savage getting in time with my man Andy, who's been working a lot of strength and conditioning, and you guys have late nights that you're working together. What are those nights like, man?
So Coach Andy, for those of you who don't know, he goes by the Elite Smith. So Coach Elite Smith over there at Forge Boxing in Boyle Heights, downtown area of LA. We do some really, I mean, you could call it strength and conditioning, but we just call it athletic performance training. We do a lot of just anaerobic, very explosive workouts, and like you said, we'll be there real late, sometimes like 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. And shout out to Coach Andy because he has a newborn baby, and he's still working with fighters like myself, pro fighters on the scene, local fighters on the scene, and we'll switch off. Think like a lot of like explosive workouts with the sled, the ball slams. Off the top of my head, some incorporation of like a plyometric, maybe like a box jump here and there. A lot of stuff that you don't like to do, right?
I don't. And I do strength and conditioning, but I hate it. Like, I'm just doing it to be on the mats forever. Not so I'm like, damn, dude, I think I'm gonna be super jacked. I'm like, no, I'm just doing this so I can continue training.
So we'll do a lot of workouts that kind of influence my game, which is to be explosive and go for the finish. So it works multiple pathways, in particular, fast twitch, if you want to call it that, but a lot of things that I incorporate into my game, which is always to go for the finish. And I hate stalling out. I hate boring fights. So I train the way I fight. I train the way I compete. So Coach Andy, thank you, because he's always training me to go after it.
Nice. Sir, I have to ask this. I'm looking ahead. I'm thinking, like, what is happening with you within the next 2 to 3 years? Like, what do you see happening for you in both your jiu-jitsu world? Because, I mean, you keep building up great jiu-jitsu things, but you're also still an MMA fighter. So what do you see happening for you in both those worlds in the next 2 to 3 years?
I would love another shot to fight for a contract for the UFC. People who have followed my journey know that I've had some heartbreak with that experience fighting at the UFC Apex just about 5 years ago to this day. It still has left a real bitter taste in my mouth, and I'm looking to climb back there. So however I could stay busy in combat jiu-jitsu, no-gi super fights, competing locally, or traveling to Pennsylvania to win big MMA bouts, I'm looking to get back on that UFC radar and not let my story end on that sour note. So after it happened, I could kind of just sit on a pretty solid career, but I know there's a lot more gas in this tank. There's a lot more fight in this dog, and that's where I want to be, back under that UFC brass, and I know I belong there now.
You definitely have the right skill and acumen for that, and if it's not there, I could easily see you as part of that UFC BJJ world, because you go into both worlds like some of those people do.
Right.
So I think there's even more opportunities, and I'm very much ready for this. I just paid attention to this. Look at this. I don't know if you guys could see, but let me move this out of the way. It's a freaking Pokemon shirt. Where did that come from, sir?
It's funny because, like I said, I've been playing Pokemon recently, just kind of get my mind off of fighting, but it's just a cool tank top, and I just chose to wear it.
It was dope. I didn't know. I thought it was just a Puma one, and then I looked over and I was like, "Is that a Poke?" Oh God!
Remember, I have the sweaters that say Chinese.
Yeah. Dude, I like that one too. I like that. Yeah. But no, I liked that one because I was like, "Oh, I saw that one right away." This one was, I was just like, "All right, cool." Your arm was in the way, and I go, "Wait, is that? Oh, it's a Pokemon." Okay. So, sir, are you gonna go over there and do our 2 other things that we got going on? So I know you got a little bit on the car wash to do, but do you know what we have for you today?
I don't. I did an interview station. I chatted with
Josh over here.
Josh over here.
Yes.
Yeah, but
did you see what we got? A robot.
I seen it. I haven't heard anything.
We're looking for the most creative way to beat up the robot. Now you should have an edge because you know more pro wrestling finishers than everybody else.
Okay.
So you normally are a jobber, so you can't hit a finishing move in pro wrestling.
Oh, excuse me?
Jobber in pro wrestling.
Okay,
not in
upper mid-carder at best, okay? But a jobber, that's a stretch.
T-shirt sales haven't gone through the roof, fam, so they're keeping you on the lower end of it. You're on speed, so you get your matches done in 5 minutes, but you can hit an FU or an attitude adjustment on that thing. That's definitely up for you.
Sharpshooter?
You get a sharpshooter because I'm not there. This is the one time you get to use my finishing move.
A crisp. Oh, excuse my language. A Bret Hart sharpshooter or a Dwayne The Rock Johnson sharpshooter?
You were about to say Chris Benoit. Yeah. We never speak of again. Yeah. Hey, Chris actually had a really good sharpshooter, I have to be honest. Yeah, it was pretty solid. But no, definitely not a Rock sharpshooter.
Let's go Lasso from El Paso.
Yo, bro, hit it on that. Let's see if you can pull that off. But tell the people right over here on this where, who, what, where, when, and why, and where they can come train with you, sir.
Hey, come train with me at Breakdown Academy. That's in the Hollywood area of Los Angeles. You could also check me out at Forge Boxing Club in downtown Los Angeles. And sometimes I'll be at Fight Science with my MMA crew, and that's in Mid-City, LA. So you can find me wherever. And I got the best coaches, Coach Elite Smith Andy, Coach John Evans, shout out Coach Jason Mayhem Miller, and Ian Harris at Fight Science. I love you guys. Thank you guys for helping build this machine.
Hey, Brady, much love and appreciation to you. You're always a beast. Hey, too sweet me, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, right here. Go enjoy yourself, brother. Also, go beat up Rich.
Who's Rich?
Rich, we have a thing called a Grappling Hour Challenge. We give you a card. We're seeing if you can submit him in 2 minutes with that card.
Okay, cool.
Go do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we continue our Subversive Media Day with a friend of the show, somebody who has been a savage on our mats. You've seen his performances multiple times. He will be making a return. We're excited to have him. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Ian Thor Morken. How you doing, brother?
Good.
So where does the Thor come from, sir?
Thor's, my middle name is Thorsten.
Thorsten, okay.
Yeah, so.
Because at one point on our internal sheets, I would just see Ian Thor. And I was just like, yo, that's kind of a badass Viking name too.
Yeah.
So that's the middle name, but Thor is the middle name.
Yeah, so my full name's Ian Thorsten Morken. So
very nice.
Some people when I was growing up called me Thor. My name nowadays is Motor, so.
Motor?
It just kind of, yeah.
So where's the motor coming from?
Motor is just from my pace and how I wear these guys down. That kind of started when I was in college, actually. My good friend Javi started calling me that. like, dude, this guy got a motor on him, and then he would just start calling me Motor. So now that's actually like my fight name and everything, the Motor.
That's what's up, man. Well, I can see it. Your performances have been very, very good with us before, so we were very excited to have you come back.
Yeah.
For me, I wanted to talk a little bit about that last performance. You know, you had Brady Branscrum, who's on the PGF season, and if I knew things were a little bit different or they weren't doing the 6-month format or 6-week format, I would have thought that's a performance that could have gotten you on the PGF. Like, it was one where I was like, damn, dude, he's right there in that weight class. How did you feel after that match?
I felt good. I knew he was going to be tough. And we were getting after in the first couple of minutes. Eventually I was able to get him down and land some good slaps. My hand actually still hurts from one of those.
Oh, really? He's got a thick head. I did get to roll with him a little bit. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but he's really good, and yeah, it was a good match. I've been watching the PGF a little bit, but I just kind of slacked on the qualifier or whatever it is. So
you know, I would say the hard part is just because I don't know when those opportunities come around. But in my head, if I knew they were looking for more alternates, you were a possibility that I had in the back of my mind. The issue was, this is the first season in the past 2 rotations that they went from a week-long to like a 6-week-long thing.
Like every Wednesday or something.
And I see how many days you're coaching. I see your responsibilities. So I was just like, we'll see if there's an opportunity that comes up. But, you know, I would say if I'm you and you can do a qualifier, dude, I would 100% look at that because you have the right personality and the right style for that. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind for the next time.
That's definitely in my sights in the future. So
well, what else is in your future? Because you're a guy who seems to really thrive under this high, heavy competitive set. But I wonder, what are the other goals that you're looking at to accomplish?
Right now, it's a little more jiu-jitsu focused. So we spent some time doing more MMA. We've had some good opportunities for jiu-jitsu with these. The Subversiv has been really fun, and I appreciate them letting me get on the platform. And then once we get done with this, the plan is the ADCC East Coast trials. So
nice, yeah.
I'm probably just going to, in between this and that, maybe do 1 or 2 tournaments, and then the plan is to go out and win the ADCC East Coast trials.
Nice.
So as of right now, that's the end of the year, and then Nogi Worlds we're looking at too. So I just like ADCC rule set better though. That's the only thing. So IBJJF is cool, and you know, it's a prestigious tournament. You know, but ADCC is for me my favorite rule set.
It seems to suit you a little bit better because of the high intensity. The wrestling, I'm sure, is always something that speaks to you very well. Hopefully we can just keep you on the mats, though, because we see all these goons going off the mats.
Yeah, I'm like, well, just circle them in and then go for that.
I mean, I'm glad you said that, because I say it all the time and I sound like a broken record, but I just think of it like this. When they say, oh, no, man, it's part of what we do, I go, well, that's not good for audiences. Like, that's some liability right there. 1. 2, when you talk about high intensity action, how come wrestlers don't go off the mats? And they're the guys who bring that intensity. So why can't we follow suit? We need that extra edge to go out. It tells you that people are going to game that system.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was just talking to someone about this. Like, don't be the guy that crashes into the table and then now they got to reset everything, and all of a sudden we have to wait 30 minutes just for them to get everything going, and then, you know, it's like, circle them in, shoot inside, and take them down on the mat. You know, it's not too hard. I think the only thing is the reason why people do that is sometimes there's no stalling calls for getting pushed off the mat, which actually I was talking about before on some other podcasts. I was telling them I think we should add some stalling calls for that. You know, like you push someone out 3-4 times or make an attempt to take them down, they should get called for that. You know? Just like wrestling in college, especially if you shoot someone out 2 times, they're already getting warned. Third one's a point. So that would be something that would probably, I think, help prevent that.
Fair enough. Thank you for that insight, because I'm a broken record having not done wrestling in my world. I'm always like, well, I get why we don't harp on it, but it does bug me because I'm always thinking, especially as a promoter here and a producer, I just go like, dude, I can't even follow the camera. Even as it is, when I see some of you goons out there going into my cameras, I'm like, no. But having said that, I appreciate you giving that insight.
I saw a match. I think it was at Worlds a couple years ago. That match must have went on for like 25 minutes. And the only reason was because they would go out of bounds. They would bring him back in, go out of bounds, bring him back in, go out of bounds. I'm like, dude, this is the most boring match I've ever seen. Like, anyone could push someone off the mat.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they should call that guy for letting him push him off the mat. That's what I was thinking.
We joked that one time there was a guy who, when I was competing, he got me to the edge. The ref's like, stop. He darts in like E Honda for a takedown and literally puts me through a table. And when he does, like, I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, so I was just like, oh, okay, dope. I'm going to go through a table. And then instead, I like hit it just dink, and then my hip just hits the mat or the cement. And I look down, I go, he didn't even put me through the table. Like, at least do that, you know? Yeah. So I get up, the ref's like, are you okay? And I literally just looked at her and go, I'm fine. I win the match, but afterwards, my boy comes up to me and he's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, oh, my ass hurts, bro. Like, shit, man. He's like, do you feel it now? I was like, the adrenaline's off. I feel it now. Yeah. So I had like the worst old person injury just walking off. And then the best part is the dude, like, he put it as if he got the takedown, but he did not get the takedown. I was like, bro.
You put a video of it?
Oh, he put it up like he got it.
Chill.
And we love that dude. That, like, I love you, bro, but you know you did not get that takedown. Let's just be very clear. And I'm willing to say this dude knows somebody who's beaten me up many times. And Eddie, bartender Eddie, is the sweetest human being who has beaten me up. And I still got to get some receipts back on that, man.
Bartender Eddie.
We love that guy, man. And he promotes the hell out of you guys. He is there, like, supporting you guys, videoing the guys. Even at my events for Subversiv, he comes up to me and goes, can I get you a drink? I'm like, it's my event. Yeah. If I want a drink, I'll just get one for free, bro. You don't give me anything, man. Yeah. So he's a sweetheart.
He's the man.
He's a good dad. Well, let me ask this. When you're not competing, what are you doing off the mats? Like, what does an off day look like to you, sir?
When I'm not on the mats, it just depends. You know, I like hanging out with friends. Every now and again, you know, we'll go out or maybe sip a little bit. But, you know, I like going to the beach and going on little hikes and stuff. Lately, when I get home, I'm so tired. I'll be on the mat at Millennia for like 10, 12 hours, and I'm just like, ugh. But then I want to play some video games, so lately I've been playing some video games.
What are the video games you playing, sir?
My brother put me on Valorant recently. Okay. I was trying that out. Nowadays, I'll just try whatever my brother tells me because he's a big gamer. But usually, he knows if he tells me a game, he knows I'll like it, you know. So I was playing Valorant. I was playing this game called High on Life. That was pretty sick. And then we were playing this game Split Fiction, which was pretty sick too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of that game? What are you trying to do?
Split Fiction's like a couch co-op.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was up north a couple weeks ago, we played through like half of it. But you're just two characters that you gotta do these little tasks, and each person has to kind of like hold their own weight and stuff. Yeah, it's fun though.
Nice, man. Well, let me ask this. You know, Subversiv's coming up again. This time we've got you back on our card. We're stoked for that. What makes you excited to come back and compete for us, sir?
One note on that video game thing.
Yes.
Anyone wants to 1v1 on Halo, either Halo 3 or Halo 2, I'll sauce you up, guaranteed.
Did you just use your opportunity?
Whoever wants 1v1 on Halo, when I was growing up, that was all I used to play.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I believe you, but you taking bets on this?
If you guys want to come 1v1, get sauced up.
You taking bets on this?
We could.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just asking. Not because, dude, I'm not going to do it. I just like organizing it. I've always said I want to organize a video game playoff for athletes in MMA and Jiu-Jitsu because y'all are always, that's how you relieve your stress. And we want to do like a fun thing. So now I got a new contender on that, bro.
Set that up.
Okay, fam. Well, that is your camera right there, sir. Tell the people where they can find you, come train with you, and maybe even come take privates from you if they want to get that wrestling, man.
You guys could always find me at Millennia MMA. I'm there probably 6-7 days a week. If you guys want privates, I'm available for privates. I teach wrestling, adult wrestling over there. I teach the kids. So if you guys ever want to come learn, we got a dope squad. And then we also have Peerless down the street. We got the Layer. We got OG. And all these guys are all the coaches are my coaches, some of his black belts. So they're all monsters in their own right. We got Flach over here somewhere. You probably interview him.
Okay.
Flach's here. Steven's competing. Georgie's competing. They're all competing, actually. So if you guys want to pull up, Peerless open mat too. I'll probably pull up over there tomorrow at 10. But yeah, I'm just always on the mats. Let me shout out Listo again.
There we go. The boys over at Listo, they take care of these guys, so we like to take care of them. Ian, appreciate you, my brother. I look forward to seeing you on the 5th, my man. Please enjoy the rest of your day. All right, ladies and gents, we're talking old friends making appearances here. This is a man who I've known for a very long time, an excellent black belt, somebody who just always brings it. I'm so glad you're going to be on our card. Jason, how have you been, brother? How is everything going? Brother, you told me you just killed it on the grip. I remember your grip being good. What have you been doing lately? Because that grip's even better than where we left off, sir.
Oh man, I don't think it's getting better. I just got 2 kids now, so I guess I guess that helps.
The dad strength is
yeah.
100% for real. Because the thing is, you then told me, you're like, I did pretty well in the grip strength. And I go, yeah, dude, you grew like a second hand now. Like that's how strong it is. Nonetheless, it's good to see you, my man. What have you been up to aside from being a dad, sir?
So a lot of things. I started. I picked up over the last 10 years. I started shooting long rifles, and then now I'm competing professionally on a professional circuit.
No way.
And so I competed in 2 1-mile tournaments in Texas. I've done 1,000-yard tournaments, 600-yard tournaments. The farthest I ever shot and hit 2,020 yards. I hit at the last tournament I did 3 out of 5 at 2,020 yards. And a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. So I take kind of that same level and mindset of how I learned jiu-jitsu and applied jiu-jitsu. I learned and applied that to long-range shooting. So
who got you into that?
Actually, my old business partner and my really dear friend. So he was a professional shooter for a long time, and so for the last 10 years, actually 10 years ago, he came up to me and said, "Hey, man, why don't you come with me and let's go shooting?" I said, "Okay." I've never shot a long rifle, and I took. He breaks out these guns, and they're huge. They're huge. And I was like, man, I've never seen anything like this. Puts it on the table, and he's like, all right, I'm going to show you what to do. You do it. I did it. I hit the first shot, and he goes, you're a natural. I go, that's not even natural. Like, you set it all up. I just pulled the trigger. Like, it wasn't anything cool. And then little by little, he goes, hey, why don't you come to the tournament next weekend? And I was like, I don't know anything about this stuff. But I guess like that's the thing I always tell my students, just jump in and compete with no expectations. Because when you put expectations on yourself, then there's the chances of winning and losing and the fears and the feeling of the avalanche collapsing on you, you know what I mean? And so the no expectations did best for me. So I go to this first tournament, a week after pulling my first trigger, and I jump in, there's 25 guys. I get second on my first tournament at a 1,000-yard match. And then everybody called me a ringer. They said, oh, he's cheating, because he said I was new. And then they thought I was lying. So then I ended up, little by little kept continuing with this journey. And then I went out to the pro amateur. It's kind of like a mock version of the King of 1 Mile. And so you're on a team with a pro, and I'm the amateur. And so my pro's, my friend Ernesto. And we went out there, and we got my first tournament. There was 100 shooters, 50 teams. We took 5th overall.
Nice.
I got 4th in amateur overall, and I believe overall I took like 7th or something like that, like with the pros too. And then I went to the next one, did really well there too. And then now I'm on the pro level. I was invited to go to the King of 1 Mile on the recent one, and then had to turn it down because I will be at the Masters Worlds that same weekend. So, but you know what? It's to be honest with you, it's just to be able to make it there was really cool. But also, I don't know if you know, but I also built a construction company.
Okay, let's talk about that, because I think I've seen stuff.
Yeah.
But because we don't talk.
Yeah.
And I see you, and it's always a jiu-jitsu, and it's like, hey, bro, is everything good?
Yeah.
Oh, did you join a construction business? Did you do that? Oh, okay, sounds good. Bye. No.
Yeah.
No, I've seen it, but how did you start that, and when did you start that?
So I grew up in construction, but 8 years ago, some people asked me, like, who built your gym? And I said, I did. And they go, can you build my gym? And I said, sure. So I do little handy work here and there for people and just made little side money. And then one by one, it kept turning a new leaf. And then eventually I get a call. That was my, biggest job to date at that time.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, I'm getting a email from Fuji saying, hey, do you want to work at this project in LA? And I said, and it says top secret, like, you can't talk about it. then I get this email and it comes in, the very top headline says Joe Rogan Experience. And
Oh, man.
I was like, I get to be a part of building Joe Rogan's gym in LA before he moved to Austin. And I got to go out there with the owner, Patrick from Fuji, and his
Nice.
brother. And we went out there and had a great time, and it was a cool experience. Got to see the whole building and, you know, everything that they were doing there. And so that helped catapult, you know, a lot of, you know, what I was already doing.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the jiu-jitsu community rallied and was like, hey, if you're doing this, we want to support you. So I helped build a lot of the jiu-jitsu schools in Southern California. I've worked on, I've done all kinds of projects, man. We've
Nice.
done house additions, ADUs, California rooms, building a hotel. So right now we're building a hotel and just having a lot of fun.
Oh, hell
with it.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
hey, man, congrats on all of the success everywhere. This sounds amazing. And to me, I guess the question is, when you have all of that stuff going on, why compete? And then more importantly, how do you find the time to compete? Because you're good enough as a black belt where you could show up and probably do a pretty good job. But I know when you agree to something like this because of your competitive background, you don't just want to phone it in. So, like,
Yeah.
how are you balancing all of this stuff, dude?
So I would tell you right now, I'm training very regularly, 5 days a week, and I'm putting a lot of efforts into this. I don't take any opponent lightly. I'm blessed enough that I built my construction business that now I run a lot from home. I get to be home with the family and the wife and the kids, help my wife with the kids in the morning, and then at night I go and teach my classes, you know, because I still have my academy. I've had it for 10
Right.
years now. And so to be honest with you, this is, I love competing. It's in my soul. I bleed for it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go out there and put on a show. That's always my intentions. Like, I want to go and have fun, enjoy the moment, jump in, be exciting. Like, I always want to leave the fans with something fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be I've never been a point fighter.
Yeah.
I think I could probably count how many times I've won on points. I'd rather die by a sub or lose on points by going for the sub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't see the honor in winning on points. Like,
Yeah.
great, good job, you won. But don't get me wrong, if you're competing at like the world championships, I get it. You're gonna win by an advantage, you know, and the whole crowd thinks you're the best in the world. But I don't see that. I don't see it the same way. You know, if you don't beat me by a submission, I don't think you beat me.
Yeah.
You're not really better than me. You put my shoulders on the mat and you pin me.
Right.
Great job. You know?
Yeah.
I just don't see why we don't have more sub only, or I don't know why the submission is not more rewarded than the
agree.
positions. And that's why I love Subversiv. You know what I mean? So I love that they push for the subs. I love the energy of the room. I love the DJ. I love the splash zone. I love the couches up front.
You love the splash zone.
Yeah, I love it. Everything's tight, man. I hate when the audience is far away and everyone's like, what do you do? You know?
Yeah.
I want to, like, if I'm there, I want them to fight on top of me. You know what I mean? You know the
Please don't fight on top of him. I know this is an invitation. I know our audience well enough to be like, oh, well, I'm going to go out there too. It's an open mat. No. 2 people compete. That's it. One at a time. That's it.
Yeah.
I know your resume. It fits. You go out there. It's killed or be killed. It's always fun to watch. There is a reason why when I heard you were on the card, I go, oh, well, he's not busy. Like, my man's just always busy. So I feel good in knowing that you're making the time for us.
Thank you.
Sir, I do want to ask just a couple things. First, with all those things happening, all of that going on, what are you doing on the off time? Because I'm trying to imagine what a father does aside from shooting. By the way, I don't know if you paid attention to this. He said that's the first time shooting a long rifle. I know what that means. It means he grew up in California in some spots. But number 2, I'm trying to figure out for you, what are you doing to get your mind off of stuff other than shooting or like training a little bit? Like, what are you doing on your free time that you barely get?
I'm actually working on getting my pilot's license.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew
Yeah.
there's something else. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my, that
Yeah.
for sure I didn't know.
Yeah.
How is that coming along?
Amazing. I love it. It's a lot of fun. You know, I have over the required hours. I just got to sit down and button down and do my written exam, and then I can go and do my check ride, and then I'll have a private pilot's license, and then from there I'll kind of slowly but surely elevate over to multi-engine, and IFR, VFR, all that type of fun stuff. And then, but I love flying. I love it.
Nice.
But I will tell you, one of my favorite stories is one of my instructors was like, I asked him, can we fly over my house? And he's like, absolutely. So we flew over my house and we just literally flew in circles. And I called my wife from the plane. I was like, hey, come outside, bring Jonathan, bring him outside. And she just looks up and she tells my son, she goes, that's Daddy. He goes, Daddy. And he's like screaming Daddy in the lawn. And she's recording this.
Oh my God.
It was the best feeling in the world.
Oh my God.
And, but he loves planes. Like he'll literally point to planes. He'll just be like, Daddy, Daddy, plane, plane. And everywhere we go, it's planes, planes, planes. So it kind of inspires me more to kind of put more time towards that when I have free time.
Yeah.
But right now, because of everything that I have, that I do, and all the little things that I'm doing in my life, or a lot of things I'm doing in my life, it's one of those things I do want to achieve because, you know, one thing I always want to be remembered for, I want the legacy that my kids will forever remember that their dad was an overachiever. I don't want to ever be that, hey, I just sat at home on the couch and just like, Dad had this and he had a business. No, I want them to work as hard as I did. I want them to know that this is how hard I worked, you know?
And I mean, I was just about to say that. I was about to point out, your kids are going to grow up and see a scrapbook full of different pages and chapters of books that you have written, that you have done some incredible things. And man, I'm super glad that we get you then on September 5th. Sir, here's what I'm going to do. That's your camera right there. I'd love for you to talk directly to it. Tell the people where they can come train with you or come fly with you or come shoot with you. Like, you're doing everything. This dude's going to open a Kenny Roasters pretty soon. Like, this dude's not stopping. There's going to be a KFC. This dude's going to have a bar. He's going to be running Subversiv next. Where do they see you, sir?
Hey, guys. My name is Jason Youseph. I train out of Carlson Gracie, Irvine. I'm the owner and head instructor. If you want to come down and train with us, please do. We'd love to have you. We treat everybody like family. So thank you guys all. Tune in September 5th, and God bless you.
Jason, it's a pleasure to see you back, brother. Hey, well, can't wait to have you back. Thank you so much for making the time for us today. Did you go beat up Rich earlier?
I did.
Did you get the move? Can you say?
So I'll tell you that the move that I drew is a move that I suck at. I drew it and I told him, I said, I'm going to draw a move that I absolutely do not do. And I pull it out and it says north-south choke. And I was like, I don't even teach north-south chokes. I'll teach north-south. No, I honestly, like, I know it well, but at the same time, I get there. No, I swear to God, I get there and I'm sitting there in the north-south and this poor kid, I don't want to crank on his neck. And I'm like, dude, I don't know who he is. And I'm like, he's not tapping, but I'm like, we
put him there for a reason.
I felt
he wants
bad.
to smoke. You shouldn't feel bad. He wanted this position. And you know what the sad part is? If I wasn't doing this, that would be me.
Is it really?
We do this as a bit on Grappling Hour.
Oh, cool.
And so, like, what we do is we give us a card, and like Chris Wojcik, Cody Steele, William Tackett, they've done it.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is I tell people, I'm like, I don't pretend like I'm super good at jiu-jitsu, but like I can stand on most moves for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big deal, but nonetheless, I'm glad you made the time for that.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the 5th, my man.
pleasure,
Good to see you,
so
brother.
much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue getting to know our fighters here at Subversiv Media Day. I've got Hector Reyes with me. How are you doing, brother?
Good, man. Doing good.
All right, so you're an Angels fan, or are you just wearing that hat?
I'm an Angels fan.
You're an Angels fan? Okay, all right. What if I were to tell you I was a Dodgers fan? Do we have beef right now? Do we have to settle this?
Yeah, bro.
We got beef? Okay. I'm just going to let you know, man. I got to take off this jacket. Now we got to fight. No, man, I love...
There's a mat right there, bro.
Brother, don't tempt me. Here's the problem. What do you weigh right now?
Probably like 145.
Oh, I'm a powerbomb the hell out of 145, bro. I don't care how good you are at jiu-jitsu. That's perfectly fine. You're easy to pick up. What I can tell you is this. I am a fan of California teams before everybody else. So even though I'm not fully an Angels fan, I like to consider myself like a stepfather, where I go, you bring daddy a championship, he's going to give you some love. So that's how I grew up.
That's how I felt last year.
Is that, so you win?
Whatever, bro.
Hey, I'm so sorry, but Otani had to come and play with us, and I love that man.
Yeah.
I feel like that dude, I don't know if you saw, I think it was with the Padres. He went over, and he basically, when like they were beefing, he just kind of went over and just did this. And everybody just chilled out. And I go, it's like that Michael Jackson gif where there's a tank and he just goes, no. And I go, dude, Otani's going to solve world hunger, world crime. Hector, tell me a little bit about you, my man. What do we need to know about you, the person off the mats? What do you like off the mats when you're not being a savage, sir?
Man, spending time with my family, my 7-month-old daughter.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
Adorable.
Thank you. Yeah, she's a little cutie. But yeah, spending time with the family. I'm a big gamer.
All right, what are you
Like to
playing?
game, man, everything, bro. Call of Duty, Fortnite, WWE 2K.
Who's your person on WWE 2K?
Well, we just download a bunch of like crazy characters. Like they got like fucking Power Rangers and Diddy on there
No.
and Family Guy.
Diddy is the worst character you could play in a wrestling game.
You could be Trump. Yeah, you could be a whole bunch of crazy characters, bro.
That's really
It's
funny.
pretty dope.
Okay, I'm a fan because I'm a huge pro wrestling fan.
Me too, bro.
Oh, are you?
That's-
Oh, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now. These roles, when we do this, it's gonna get real nonsensical. I will 100% hit a Boston crab on you. It's just gonna happen.
Nah, bro.
Nah?
Bro, I hit an anaconda vice on you, bro.
Oh, I see how this dude plays. Okay, you're a CM Punk fan?
Big CM Punk fan.
My man.
That's
See, this is
I'm
right
really
here.
upset with what's going on right now.
Oh, same. You know what it is though?
That guy doesn't need another belt.
Dude, how many things did I have to give Seth?
I know exactly.
They're like, how many factions has that man been in?
Dude, I'm
I think at a certain time
him and his wife, bro. I'm so sick of
I'm not gonna talk trash about Becky. Becky, I kind of still see.
I don't like her.
But are you a Mercedes fan?
Mercedes, Sasha Banks?
Yeah, Sasha Banks.
I don't really watch AEW.
Oh man, you got to go to.
I gotta get
You know
on.
why?
Why?
Cheaper ticket,
Uh-huh.
but fun experience. Because
Yeah.
then you get to see somebody like a Will Ospreay for like $150 front row,
Oh wow.
brother. I'm telling you, I literally just got picked up seats for Raw,
Yeah.
so I'll be at Anaheim. October 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to Survivor Series.
I'm thinking about doing that.
Oh, you gotta go, man. And these MFers had the audacity to say, hey, you want to do Vegas again? And I was like, I just went.
Oh, you went to
I went to Vegas, yeah. Me and another boy over here, my boy Brady. We went, and Brady was in the middle of a weight cut. So I meal prepped all of his stuff because he was fighting that next Saturday.
Oh wow.
And so literally, I take care of my guys.
Yeah.
And now that I know you're a pro wrestling fan, now you're one of my guys.
Yeah.
But I got to ask, what is your finishing move of choice? Is it an Anaconda Vice or what is your finishing move? And have you hit one in training?
No, I've never hit one in training. I've hit a Walls of Jericho in training.
You have?
Fucking around, yeah.
Oh, okay.
My buddy.
Oh, man. I got to show you off air. I'll show you what I did to my white belt yesterday. But I feel like I am in a kindred spirit. But I should ask this before we go further. What is your favorite wrestling match of all time?
Oh man, dude. That's a hard one, dude. I really like the CM Punk and the Cena feud in 2012.
Dude.
Shit was epic, bro. Cena versus Brock Lesnar 2012.
That was a good one.
That was good. The
Yeah.
Jim Rose match.
Yep.
Man, there's just so much. Man,
I'll let you think about this. You know what? You and I are going to have a separate conversation about this in the future.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this. The reason why, and I think you'll affirm this with me, I see people, some of my boys talk trash about CM Punk, and I go, you weren't there when the product sucked.
Yeah.
That dude saved the company in those late 2000 years, early 2010s, and that Money in the Bank era is the modern era. Like when he walked off with it, it blurred the line where you were like, wait, is this real? Did he really walk off with that? I feel like that's good. So I'm glad to know these things about you, my man.
You know what I don't like is
What's
that people like he lost aura points into society because he went to the UFC. I'm like, you know what, bro? He's got balls, bro. You got to give it to him. He went for it.
You're right, but not just balls, but he actually sold pay-per-views.
Exactly.
None of these bums can sell over 350K. And they're trying to be like, oh, boo that guy. And I'm like, first of all, this dude wasn't talking trash when he came to do it. He was like, hey, man, I probably suck, but I'm going to go out there. And
he went out confident.
And guess what? Got fucked up by a legit guy. And then him and Mike Johnson, I had said this after his first fight. I was like, man, I just wish he got a second round. Like, that's all I wanted for him. You know, it's just to get that feel.
Just more. Yeah.
I saw a second round the next time with him and Mike Johnson. I was like, oh, that was the worst fight I've ever seen. But you know what? God bless, dude. God bless, you did it. And you know what the worst part is? I go, I've seen people do the same with John Moxley where he's competed in a jiu-jitsu tournament. And people were like, yo, he's a bum. And I go, brother, this shit's hard. Like, we all go out there and lose at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, just respect that man for getting out there because it's tough.
Yeah.
And That dude's at a 230, 200 plus weight division.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know this, but when people heavy, this shit sucks, man.
Okay.
So I guess what I want to ask is this. For you, you're busy doing that. How would you describe your jiu-jitsu? Somebody who doesn't know you, how would you describe your jiu-jitsu, sir?
I would say it's very aggressive, very fast paced. Yeah, that's really what it is. Just not scared to go for it, you know? I mean, the way I look at it is it's just another role, just like an open mat.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is. Never met this guy, but it's just like an open mat, you know?
What do you think about our setting? Because we've got like DJs playing, we got like a big crowd. They get really hella hype. What do you think about that setting for jiu-jitsu?
I think that's pretty badass, dude. I like that. You know what I think as well is that there needs to just be more. I like that you guys are doing more combat matches because I feel that's the way to get the sport to grow. I feel like when we're doing like regular jiu-jitsu matches, these guys just try to finesse the system, play the fucking game.
It's hard, man, because I tell people I don't fault athletes for going out there and winning, but I'd rather somebody lose in an epic and fun way and invite them back than somebody who needed to get their hand raised so bad they played it safe.
Yeah.
So I tell people, I'm like, I'm watching your matches. I'm commentating your matches. So like, I'm one of the guys who gets to say no.
Yeah, no.
Or yes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the type of guy I am. Is like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna send it. You know? Like, win or lose, I'm gonna send it.
This dude's like, I'm gonna send all 145 of this. I've been drinking water all day to stay on weight.
Exactly.
I am a father. I am lifting up a kettlebell literally every second. I'm staying all ready for that.
Good. I'm underweight. I have to.
Oh, bro,
if anything, I gotta keep weight on.
Oh, really?
Because I usually compete at light feather.
I feel you.
I'm not a featherweight.
I mean, that's why when you were threatening me a little bit earlier, like, oh, there's a mat out there. I was like, young blood. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. I see you. But you know what? The nice part is we're going to get rounds one of these days. And I'm going to be more than happy to put it on you when I do. Because I'm going to be like, yo, this.
Are you a guard player?
I play a little bit of everything. Honestly, it's just because I'm old. You say that.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a passer. But if I get that good shoulder pressure done, oh, man.
It's a wrap.
Oh, the worst thing that I can do to you, though, I'm going to be heavy on you and talk shit to you. Because my jiu-jitsu is so-so.
Yeah.
But my trash talk is like coral belt level. Because what I do is I find the thing that you hate the most, and I basically do that to you. One of the guys who I roll with, actually all my guys, I actually asked them, I was like, what don't you want me to catch you with?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, yesterday somebody goes, a cradle. And I was like, done. Literally get him in a wrestling cradle. And he's like, I should have just tapped.
That's funny.
Damn, bro. So I'm a little vindictive like that. That's just how I roll. But I guess I should ask this. That is your camera right there. Would you do us the honor of looking at that camera right there and telling the people where they can come find you, they can come train with you, and maybe roll with you wherever that you train, sir?
Yeah. Okay, so my Instagram's Hector.Reyes 300. You can follow me on there. And then I train out of OM Jiu-Jitsu in Lake Forest. It's a brand new gym. My homegirl Ashley and Pat, you know, they run the gym. Shout out to them. So that's where I'm at most of the time. And also shout out Silverback Wrestling. That's my guy. Shout out to Ian Butler.
Ian's good people. I love
He's
Ian.
my guy.
You tell him Raph says hello, brother. That dude's a savage. He's getting after it every day on his social media. That dude's really going after it.
He's a good businessman.
Well, Hector, I got to tell you this, man. I'm excited to see you out there. I hope if you do a good job, I hope I get to interview you and talk some shit after that. But we look forward to having you join us on September 5th, my man. Thank you very much for the time. Don't go anywhere, you guys.
Appreciate you.
Keep it locked. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by a longtime friend of mine. He is the master of the lair. He is a new father. This dude doesn't stop. And I'm glad we finally have him at Subversiv. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to the Flach and Smasher himself.
Hey,
Mike Flach. How are you doing, brother?
Good.
Mike, you are busy. You told me off air, you were like, hey, man, how do I get on this? And I was like, I don't know. Let me see what I can do. We found you a match literally in a minute after that, right?
Yeah, love it.
What made you want to come hang out with us at Subversiv, sir?
I mean, I've heard tons of good stuff about the event, and then so I had to come out to a couple myself, which I have. And yeah, they're awesome, man. I did everything I could prior to asking you to help me get on the show. And that was like, it was like me literally showing up and, you know, I was like, maybe if I just hang out at these shows and talk to people, I'll meet people and they'll put me on the show. And then I just ended up getting drunk and
That was about to say, I was like, if the strategy was these guys can't not have me back on, I know what I'll do. Gulp, gulp. I thought, my God, dude.
A little saucy.
You did.
I did get a little saucy.
But you know what the worst part is? My man got saucy and then had the nerve, the audacity. When I was walking by him, he's like, hey, man, you going to a wrestling show tomorrow? I was like, yeah, I'm going to AEW. He's like, I knew you would. I got box seats. And I was like, this dude is so drunk. He's styling on me while I'm executive producing the show. And I go, okay, well, I'm on the floor. Yeah, but that's not a box. And I was like, it's not a box, sir.
It was a pretty special experience. Like, well, the flexing on you was a special experience, and then the wrestling event was a very special experience as well.
I mean, because you also had the ability to go to the floor as well, and then went back to the box.
And I did do that. We actually got taken like backstage, and we got to meet a bunch of people.
Oh my God!
We were like during that cage match, we were like right. They took us through the back curtain and shit. It was fucking cool.
Holy shit!
I was there with the guy who owns Clay, who owns LXB. Oh, we were like doing like a yeah.
Okay, say no more.
Yeah,
now
I'm not rich. He is.
No, I knew that. Friends, no. I knew it was a friend. It was like this new father is just like, let's spend more money. I got no issues with that. So that's problem number one. But I was actually very happy for you. It was just the moment when a drunk is at a moment of being like, hey, you're not so rich after all, Raph. And I was like, hey, man, I have floor seats. They're not bad. Like, I'm not a poor.
Yeah. But I felt better than you. But I was yelling peasants from the street box. I was like, peasants.
I just kept thinking, I was like, it's so funny because I look up at wrestling shows and I go, ugh, pores. But then you tried doing it today. I was like, I'm on the floor, you dick, and I'm literally third row. How dare you, sir? And like, I love somebody stunting on me, and I like went up to Brady the next day. I was like, Brady, he's trying to make me feel bad. Remind me that I paid good money, but not too good of money for these seats.
By the way, did you see Brady? He ran like a finisher clinic on that robot over there.
Did he really?
Did five knuckle shuffle, pile driver,
he pile drove to the two.
Everything.
You know, I feel bad for him because Brady is the homie to me, and I hit him with a sharpshooter, and that dude is like legit. Like he asked me, he's like, Godfather, can I use the sharpshooter? And I was like, I give you permission, but just know it's only because I'm here interviewing. You can't use that. It's like having to ask the Undertaker, like, can I use a tombstone? It's like, no, that's my move, man. Like, no, you got to go up to the vets and ask them first. But he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna hit a sharpshooter on that thing. I was like, all right.
I watched it and I was like, wow, what I did was kind of sucky now.
We did say be the most creative.
It was the best.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Mike, what have you been up to recently, man? I mean, I know busy is a word that's used to describe you, but what are you doing when you're not being a savage on the mats or teaching and being a dad? Like, what are you trying to kick back and do when you get some free time?
You know what, man? At this point in my life, I'm gonna be 38 next month, and it's I figured out like the three things I like to do, and that's jiu-jitsu, hang out with my family, and then go to shows. I go to concerts all the time. Like,
bro, how many concerts do you go to in a year? Because the spirit, the punk spirit is still alive. It just depends. Sometimes it's emo shows that you're going to. Sometimes I literally see you going like, I used to pay $30 to go see this concert. Now I'm paying $300. So what are the shows you're going to see, sir?
You know, I got like a lot. You know, I'm at that point in my life where all the music I listened to when I was 17 shaped my entire life, and I still listen to no new music. so all those bands are doing 20-year reunion tours and shit, and so I'm going to see all of them. And I'm probably at least 8 shows a year. And you know, sometimes more. Sometimes there's like 3 in a month, and that's stretching because, you know, the wife doesn't really like that. Somebody's got to stay home with the kids.
I was about to say, how do you break the news to her? It's like, hey, how about this? You stay home, I go see this show.
You know, she doesn't want to go to all of them all that often, but I maybe have kind of fucked myself on the last time I took her to Warped Tour.
Oh, no.
And she had a really good time. And so maybe it might be a little harder going forward. But, you know, I don't know. It's, you know what my strategy is? She won't watch this, so it's okay. Is we have a shared calendar. I just enter into the calendar and I tell her that I told her about it, and she has bad memory, so she believes.
Wow.
Yeah, gaslighting. It's great.
Wow, dude. You've hit a different level. Like, I'll tell you this. My wife volunteered to come help me today, right? And I was like, wow, that's really nice of her. And then I immediately thought, I was like, what did I just sign up for?
Yeah, she's keeping tabs on you.
Oh, 100%. There are no free favors.
She's probably looking at you right now. I don't know where she's at.
You know what it is? She loves going to a casino. So I've literally agreed to go to a casino in the future for no reason. So I know that's coming for me.
So you're at that point in your life. Casino dates, right?
Dude, she loves casino, but she loves it, man, because it's deep in her blood. So like, she did this to me the other day. She had tickets for like a comedy show because she's like Princess Yamava. So she's like, hey, I know you're coming back from PGF. And literally it's like 3 days in Vegas where I'm not gambling, I'm working. I come back, I'm exhausted. And I'm like, maybe I want to train. Some days I don't even have time for that. I got to do another show. And she goes, okay, cool. So do your show. And then you're going to drive to Yamava. And I'm like, that's like 90 minutes. And she's like, yep. And we're going to have fun at this comedy show. And I go, yep, we are. And then she goes, and then you're going to drive home because me and the girls, this is our girls' weekend. So we don't want to see you anymore. And then you're going to take care of the dog. Sound fun? And I was like, yeah.
You're going to have fun and you're going to like it.
Yep.
Blink twice if you need help. Right?
So I just looked at her and I was like, this seems only fair. So it is my comeuppance on that. I'm a little mad. You got this. What are you drinking here today, sir?
Just, I don't know, the Mexican lager that they have here.
You had no clue. You just put this in hand?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, they everything is, it's literally, it's all generic. I don't know what any of it is. It says hazy IPA, Mexican lager, blonde. I don't know who makes them. It's all beer, so it's...
You literally just said, is this a beer? Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, let me get one.
You know, I went to your gym when you guys had a seminar for Chris Wojcik. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Who's coming up next? Are you guys doing any seminars in the future, or do you have somebody that you'd like to have do a seminar at your gym?
I don't have anybody lined up. You know, it's all just been kind of like opportunistic with me. I've been nice to have been able to make some connections with some really cool guys like Chris. I knew from being on SOS together back in the day, and we always I kept in contact with him before he blew up doing what he's doing now.
Yeah.
And then and then I got a lot of luckily being with LXV, I have a lot of anybody from LXV who's around the area, I can usually get them into the gym. So I see these guys. You guys are.
Hold on. It's just, you know what it is? They can't see them off camera, but you literally have Ian and Sauce over on the side doing shenanigans. They're running from the most ineffective bunk possible. These are two dudes who literally can slam people. Right there. They can slam people through literally the mats that we have, through the springs on the mats that we have. Literally, they saw a harmless bug and they're like, no, I hate it.
Glad.
So, just saying.
It's all right. That's okay. I don't even know what I was saying. That was more.
No. You're good. I'm just. I saw the three of you hanging out with beers in hand, and I just thought, I don't know that those are the three people I want with beers in hand at my media day.
I think we might be the only people with it too. I don't know.
So far, yeah. No, I've kept eyes on just about everybody, but I go, of course you are.
Somebody's gonna do it. Everybody wants to do it.
That's fine. Just as long as you're not rolling
anymore. Everybody's afraid to be the first person to do it. Sure,
but again, our rule is just as long as you're not rolling, we're good.
Why?
Because, bro, don't. That's really why. What do you mean, why? What kind of dumbass question is why? Okay. That seems like such a good idea.
It's okay.
No. You know where they can go? They can go to the lair if you want to go ahead and drink and then roll. Because there are beers that happen afterwards
Definitely, yeah. Definitely. I did that last night. That's what we did.
So, letting you know, okay, so you don't know who, what, where, when yet, right?
No,
But you're open to people. What are you looking for in a person who does come? Because Chris Wojcik, I thought, was the perfect mix of that person who you're going to do.
You know, honestly, I just want people who I'm a fan of their game. And the way that I run them, I just tell these guys they can keep 100% of the profits. I don't want to have to take anything from it, and whatever they can raise, they can take. And all these guys have generally been okay with it. And yeah, I mean, it's opportunistic for me. The other person I had lined up that fell through was Rob Biernacki. I love that guy. He's like a hidden gem that not a lot of people know about. He was supposed to come through, but that kind of fell through. So he's the only person who I've really talked to in the last couple of months about doing something.
Well, I look forward to whoever it is you are bringing, because I thought the funniest part is, and you can bring anybody to your gym, right? But you brought Chris, who was such a great fit. And then to the point where you went over, and I was so nervous, because it's like when your tío, your uncle, does something embarrassing, and you go, what are you doing? And I saw you with baseball bats and a very tasteful sheet to go over, like a towel, so in case it snaps. and we weren't sure what was going to happen. But not only that, but when you do it, he snapped it off purely, and now it's a beautiful social media thing that he gets to use.
You know what? I'm so glad you're bringing that up because I want to take credit for that. I want to.
You should.
I am a little upset that now Who's Number One recreated. They're playing that. They're playing that clip. They could just play my clip with my logo on the back, but they're not.
You should get some money off that. No.
I mean, I don't need money. I just want the credit. That's all. I'm petty. That's all I want.
By the way, this is why jiu-jitsu athletes don't get paid. This dude was literally like, I don't want money. Ew.
No,
I just want the credit.
I just want something to stroke my ego. That's all. That's all I want. I told Chris too. I told him I was texting him before the seminar, and I said, I got a bat, and if you don't break it, I'm not paying you.
Is that what you told? Now that changes things because I thought you just surprised him with it. Because that was me looking at you like, what are you doing?
No, he knew, but he was like, he was nice because he knew, and he said, I've always wanted to do it. I've never done that, and I was like, fuck yeah, we have something here. And now that's like his thing. I don't know, like he's not the first person to ever break a baseball bat, but now that's like his signature thing.
I mean, now he's gonna be the dude that's like, say the line, dude. He's gonna be like, fine.
Bats at him. Yeah, and then you left the part out where then we had everybody else that would try to do it ourselves, and nobody came even close.
Bro, that's because none of us are good.
Yeah,
like, Chris. Come
on, man. Damn it. Damn it!
Oh, that's completely on camera too. That's so good.
Fuck.
Hey, well, now you're about to be on. That is your camera right there.
Okay.
Tell the people what they can expect from you this upcoming Subversive on September 5th, sir.
You guys can just expect that I'm going to push the pace. I'm going to come out there. I'm going to be entertaining. I'm going to probably do some silly shit that's not going to make any sense. It's not going to help me win, but I'm going to do it anyways. And I don't know what the judges are looking for. I don't care what they're looking for. I'm just gonna try to make everybody have a good time.
I'm so glad you took the attitude of a 1980s ball player that's just chewing tobacco and being like, I don't care what you guys want. Just come to the game or don't. I might do some, I might not. Who cares? Anyway, good luck to whoever.
It'll probably be cool.
Well, Mike, I'm glad you're on, brother. You're a great brother, and it's going to be great to have you on. Thank you for making time for us today. Don't go anywhere, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by a man who is a savage. I've seen him compete. He beat up one of our workers here. How dare you, sir? Did you go beat him up again?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man. But you wore the rash guard, so did you get some training in?
I did.
Okay.
We were rolling around with a little robot and stuff.
Jordan Moore is joining us. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
You come highly recommended from the good friends Bobby Winter and, of course, Adam Bradley. So that means I'm seeing you getting good training, but I do have some notes. Okay. Have I seen you wearing a Stone Cold vest previously?
Yeah, I always wear my Stone Cold vest after I get either gold or win my MMA fights.
What is the meaning behind that, sir?
Me and my dad used to watch wrestling when we were growing up a lot, and Stone Cold was one of my favorites because he kind of looks like my dad. My dad's
Nice.
a big white guy with bald head, so he fit the role. So yeah, and it says bulletproof on the back. It's just sick.
Dude, I mean, I just looked at it, and my issue was I saw the beer drinking, and I saw the stunner attempt that you have. I have notes on both of them, sir. Okay, so first, do you drink beer often?
I do not.
I
no.
could tell. Okay. Number two, do you hit people with stunners often?
I have not, no.
Okay. So
I tried to rehearse it.
You tried to no, that made it worse. No. Brother, you can't just go out there on a one take if you've never done a stunner before. You've never hit anybody with a stunner before.
No.
But you thought, let me try to do it to my friends in purpose, like to create a moment. Like, what happened there, sir?
Yeah, yeah, it just comes with it, on Halloween last year, we had our Lucha Libre match and stuff, and we were doing a whole bunch of other wrestling stuff. Me and my friends like wrestling.
I mean, I'm a huge wrestling fan, so this is where this comes from. So what is your finishing move? If you were a wrestler, what would be your finishing move?
Oh, I loved Rey Mysterio growing up.
Like a 619, is that your, okay.
I think that would fit my body type.
That's pretty good.
Pretty small. So.
You're not that small, though. you think like you're a small dude, but you're not a small dude. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, the reason why I asked this is because when I know that people are wrestling fans, I will hit wrestling moves during jiu-jitsu on them. So like if I say I don't pick up civilians, like if I'm rolling with somebody and I get them to turtle, I'm not trying to cripple a crossface on them.
Right.
But if they are a fan, all bets are off. And my favorite is somebody goes, dude, is this a figure 4 leg lock? And I was like, it is. And they're like, this shit does ow tap. Okay, yeah, that hurts. And I'm like, dude, all this shit hurts.
Yeah,
so
hurts, for sure.
Now I know if we roll, I'm going for those moves. I just hope you understand.
I'll be ready, I guess.
I don't think you will be, but I'm happy to hear.
For me to do a 619.
See, you picked a dumb move. That's why. This doesn't fit your body type. You're a bigger guy than that. The stunner's out, so I'm going to make some suggestions.
Okay.
You seem pretty strong, so maybe a jackhammer.
Okay.
I think you could even set it up with some Three Amigos, the multiple suplexes. I think that fits you. I think that's pretty exciting. But I've seen you dump somebody before. So you literally picked up Rich and then you darted him into the mat.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe you need like a John Cena attitude adjustment, an FU.
I used to love that attitude adjustment.
I think that's it, but you got to protect the head. That's the one thing you got to do.
Yeah.
So we're going to work on that.
I use my head too often to stop rolls. Almost like a judo guy. I'm like using my head to post.
I've seen your work. I know. I just love the fact that you had two highlights on 2 different reasons for the last time I saw you compete at teams. And I was like, you know what I loved about you? You posted both of them because you were just like, dude, this is funny both ways.
Yeah.
So I have to admire the fact. Most people are only going to put up like, nah, Rich, that was my night. What other things happened to me? Don't remember.
Yeah, right.
I had fun. That's all. So you do that. But you're also fighting on the side. So what is that life like, sir?
Yes. It's a lot of being really, really sore all the time. So like, yeah, pretty much normal days. I'm also in the Navy, so
nice.
I'm an instructor at Rescue Swimmer School. So my pretty much normal days, wake up really early. I go to work and I yell at people for like probably till 2 p.m. And then I go drive all the way to teams, do MMA, and then I drive all the way to the arena, do jiu-jitsu with Adam. It's a long day. My girlfriend misses me a lot.
Well, you said you were bringing her today. Did she come with us? She's over there? Okay.
Somewhere.
So did she bring a rash guard to train as well?
Not.
Okay, because I thought you said you were going to make her train with you.
No, she would be terrified.
Oh, so she doesn't train?
Very girly girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I think sometimes that's all the more reason they should train, just so they could handle themselves.
I agree with that. She's Latina, and that's not an argument I want to go down again.
Brother,
so,
what are you, if I may ask?
I'm white and black.
That's
my
what I
dad's
thought.
white and my mom's black.
Because you gave the Stone Cold thing, and I was just trying to figure out. I'm like, in my head, well, I just go like, I just hear somebody being like, what race is this guy? And be like, what?
Yeah.
Is he black? What?
Yeah.
White? What? So that's what I heard in my head.
For sure.
The reason why I asked this is you are new to Latinas.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They are a feisty bunch, so it is best if you do not do that sort of stuff. Proceed with caution, young man.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I ended up with a very beautiful white lady as my wife now, so I can understand that and give you that sort of love and appreciation. But what I can tell you is this. I'm glad you're here because I've seen your work. I like your MMA work. I like what you do. You got a great story. So for you, what is the appeal of competing with us here at Subversiv? Like, what brought you to us and what made you want to compete with us, sir?
I've wanted to compete with Subversiv for a while. My friend, the first time I went to a Subversiv was, I think, last year. It was on the Hard Rock, and it was the mats were so hot and stuff. But anyway, my friend Gerard was on that match. He's on the main card in this one. Me and Gerard's pretty much taught me damn near everything in jiu-jitsu. So he's one of my good friends, and that's really one of the first people I saw do Subversiv, so it made me want to do it as well. He's exciting. I think I'm pretty exciting, and that's what I want to bring to the table.
Well, you got a good dance partner too. I like the two of you guys. When I heard that they were pairing you guys up, I go, oh, that's gonna be a good ass match.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super stoked for that. I'm just in awe of your ability to find the time to still be enlisted, train like a guy who's fighting, while at the same time not neglecting your jiu-jitsu, because some people in MMA can just go, I'll train that kinda.
Yeah.
No, man, if you're going with Bradley and the people at the arena, that's really good jiu-jitsu training. So you're a very well-rounded guy all around. But I gotta ask, what is the goal? Like for you in 2 to 3 years, what are you trying to do, sir?
I just want to, be able to get to that point where I have that, that status. One day I want to own a gym X amount of years far down the road, So I think me to be confident to own a gym, I want to have like that kind of name to be on top of it. That way, same thing where we're sitting here talking about Adam and Bobby and all those guys. Yep.
I mean, Bobby is, how do I put this? Bobby is the biggest liar I've ever met, because this was a dude who came up to interview with me at my gym in Woodland Hills and is advertised as the biggest Captain America, sweetheart, and it was the worst pressure ever. I was just like, why am I rolling with you? I elected to do this. He
feels like 1,000 pounds.
And I'm just looking at him and I go, other service members aren't quite like this.
Right,
they're intense. They're good. This is a very technical man who the whole time was doing this to me. And it was the most insulting thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. You're doing great. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm literally underneath you, not doing anything. And he's like, you're doing so well. And I go, is he talking trash?
He tells me the same thing every time. It took me a while to figure out if he was being serious or not. I was like, you just whooped my ass for like 6 minutes.
I was legit trying to off-post him with like a X guard.
Okay.
And I was sweeping him. Most people, I have a decent X guard. He was just kind of bypassing it. And it would like almost sweeping him. And then he would like get out of it. He'd be like, dude, that was so good. I was like, clearly it's not. Like, you're just sidestepping it and being like, wow, good job, man. I go, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hate him. And then he like gave me a note. And I go, okay. And I make the adjustment. And he's like, dude, this is really good. Man, that's so good. What an improvement. I was like, it still didn't sweep you.
All right.
You literally gave me a note. It still didn't work. We're not proud of this, sir.
Yeah.
So he's somebody who has become a near dear friend. So I knew if you were good with him, you were good with Adam, you were inherently good people. And I could already give you insults very quickly. That always makes me feel really good when we know that about everybody here. So I'm glad that's the case, that you're looking to get that name so that you can open up a gym in the future. And that's really, really dope to see. What can people expect from you on September 5th, sir?
Just aggression and, I like to throw caution to the wind. I don't think I've ever gotten a stalling call. Like,
good for you, young man.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But, if essentially it's on the feet, I'm going to try to be active, Also, I got a lot of other things that Adam's been showing me. He's been showing me the dark arts,
Oh, no. You're learning leg locks now, too.
Legs and stuff, so... I'm trying to work those in maybe.
Fair enough, Jordan. We got to roll sooner than later because I'm trying to catch this Boston Crab on you. So
Sure.
I know the longer that you're working with them, the less likely I'm going to be able to catch that shit. So we need to make this happen. You and I need to train soon, not later. So we'll try and make that happen because I think I'm trying to go down to either visit Bobby pretty soon. I've owed him a visit to ring in the new gym. So. Maybe we make that happen there. Maybe I teach you how to do a proper stunner. Maybe I teach you how to hit a proper finishing move. But I'll be thinking about a good finishing move for you. I just feel like because you can heist people onto your shoulders, I think there's a good slam that comes from that.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what we can do on that.
Well,
sir,
right.
That is your camera right there. Tell the people where they... No, this one right here.
Okay.
That's you. Tell the people where they can come train with you and where they can find you on social media, sir.
Yeah, come train down at the arena with myself, Adam Bradley, and a bunch of other hitters. Also, too, at Teams MMA with Bobby Winther, myself, and a other bunch of hitters. Follow me on Instagram, jordan.moore4. Yeah, that's about it.
Jordan, I look forward to your match. Like I said, it's going to be highly anticipated, and I'm looking forward to training with you at some point in the near future, even though I don't really want to. I want to hit the finishing move, and then if I hit the finishing move, you can't quit, bro. You're too good to quit. You know what? Hold on. Can I just give myself some props here? I love when athletes are like, wow, you're not bad. I'm like, I've been doing this for a minute, fam. Like,
if you're talking about hitting an insane, like, Walls of Jericho move on me, then I'm probably going to quit.
You can't quit, bro.
Yeah.
And I've hit it on okay people.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, you have no. You have to shake hand and tell me you're not going to quit
right,
if I
I'm not
catch
gonna
it.
quit.
You're not going to quit because I would be doing a disservice to the greater MMA and jiu-jitsu community if my dumb ass got a dumb move like that on you, because you're good. We want to see impactful people, and I feel like you're one of those guys. So I look forward to having you on the card, my man.
All right.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Moore, everybody. All right, ladies and gents, I am here with Ian Mondragon, which, by the way, I wanted you to say it because it's one of the dopest names I've ever heard. I had to read it, and I was like, did he change his name? Because that name is too cool to have. My man, how are you doing here today, sir?
I feel great. I'm really happy I'm here.
Dude, we are happy to have you on our Wild Style card. You have been flashy. You've been amazing. What have you enjoyed about performing on the Wild Style stage for us here?
I really like how everything just hypes me up. The music, the crowd, everything. It's so nice. Hypes everybody up. It's hyping.
Okay, how long have you been training jiu-jitsu now?
I've been training jiu-jitsu for about 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay. You recognize that you're pretty good for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in 4 years, you have put together a great resume. You look like a beast when you're out there training. What do you think makes you so good in such a short amount of time?
I think I've been just training non-stop, just focus on training more than anything. Been disciplined the whole time.
How long are your training sessions? Like when you get in, like you look like you're somebody who you really, really stick to a good regimen. You got great coaches, but like what does a regular day of training look like for you, sir?
Been just a little bit of drilling,
Okay.
just sparring the whole time.
Okay.
And then after sparring, I'll just think about like all the mistakes I've been doing and then fix them. So when it comes to competition, I will make those mistakes like I did in the training.
So whose idea was it to start wearing these stunner glasses? Because I got to tell you, man, I wear glasses for a different reason, but you look super cool with your glasses. Who was the one that said like, hey, I don't know, have you thought about doing that?
It was my dad's idea. He said that it looks cool on me. I mean, it turned out it was so cool.
I mean, it is cool, but there's a difference. I noticed when you put those glasses on, and I've commentated your matches, you walk out and you're almost a different person. Like you walk out and those glasses, they almost give you some confidence so that when you walk out there, bro, you're a different person. Because I talk to you, you're super respectful out here, you're super nice. But when you're on that stage, man, you really do come alive. Do you feel like a different person when you're out there competing?
Yeah, I really do. Glasses just keep me calm, laser focus, everything. Just making sure that I'm focused on something that I need to do.
You do so well. Have you had a favorite moment on our stage so far? Because you put together some incredible performances, and I always have a blast when I commentate your matches, sir.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
I was asking, did you have a favorite moment for competing for us on Wild Style yet?
Yeah, well, my favorite part is that there's only just no points, submission only. That's my favorite part. So just gotta go at it.
Yeah. Not a fan of points, or you don't like them as much?
I don't really like that much points because like too much stalling.
Yeah.
There's points on, right? If there's competition with just points also, these kids would just stall. They'll probably just go pass, stall the whole match. Like it's not gonna be that cool.
This is how you can pick it up. My man here said these kids are gonna stall. Like he's my age. My man was just like, nah, these kids out here, they're getting worse. They're stalling. I have to tell you this little secret. Come in. When you get old, you start stalling a little bit. Now I know not the old people you know because they're very good, but like I'm old and I will stall. But I tell people this: you got to earn your stalling by being exciting, and then you get to a point, and then you got to find a submission if you stall. Like you can't just sit there and not do anything and be exciting. So like I can appreciate when I see somebody like you coming on our stage because I go, this kid gets it, man. You're gonna grow into this great grappler. We see this great future for you. But what do you see for your future? What are you trying to do in like 3 to 4 years? Where do you see yourself?
Just seeing myself at one of the best levels. Hitting Grand Slams, gi, no gi, all those stuff.
You're gonna do both, so you're gonna be doing that.
Yeah,
and correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't you also had some great success with almost like these ADCC Opens as well? How many ADCC Opens have you won?
I've got a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen your work and I see you on the stage there. And, you know, one thing that we love here about Wild Style with our athletes is I love seeing you have success at other places. So every time I see you on one of those podiums, I'm not surprised, but I am very proud of you. And I think you're doing great things, man. So I want you to keep on your stuff. Just keep on your grind. Do what you need to do because you always give us a great performance and you're a great showman for our show. What I would love for you is that is your camera right there. I want you to look at that camera, tell people where they can find you and follow your journey if they don't know where to find you, my man.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Ian_Mondragon.
That's it. Just keep up with this young man because this kid is a killer. He's going to continue being a beast. And right now, he's only this tall. This dude's going to get to being bigger than me. Definitely going to be super yoked, and he's going to be killing it in the game. Ian, it's a pleasure to finally get to chat with you. My man, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for coming out to hang with us.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Kerry Isom. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you, dude.
By the way, that's a dope hat.
Thanks. I got it the other day.
You...
Thrift store.
Hey, you know what it is? It was a hot day today. You came very smart with this. It's cooling down now, but you were a genius for having that on a little while ago.
Shaded me well.
All right, I'm hearing some news. The streets, they've been talking to me. They've been telling me that you were a combat champion. So you were doing something with slaps?
No, I wasn't a champion, but I was on combat.
You were on combat jiu-jitsu. Okay.
Yeah.
From Medusa.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Sorry. It's okay because anybody who's on there is a pretty big savage. So we're glad to have you joining us.
I wasn't the champion, but I lost to the champion.
Got
so,
you. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? My apologies on that. The reason why I wanted to be specific on this is when you make it to a final at Medusa, it's kind of like they've already vetted you. They've already said like, hey man, you might want to take a look at her jiu-jitsu. So being on that card is great. Making it to the finals, no joke.
It wasn't the final.
Oh, my apologies. I'm getting this completely wrong. But I want to ask you, what did it feel like to get selected to compete for Medusa?
Oh, you know, it was so humbling because I went to train. I was training at 10th Planet Oceanside. That's where I usually come and visit. Train with all my friends there. We went to Eddie Bravo's place, like HQ. And I was rolling, and he kind of was like, "Oh, roll with that girl, roll with that." And then he was watching me, and I was like, "Okay, this is cool." And then afterwards, he came up to me and said, "Do you want to be on my show?" And I was like, "Me?"
Wait, this is legit. Like after you're rolling, like he was so impressed by you that he goes, "Hey, wait, you passed the audition that you didn't even know you were on."
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It was pretty cool, and I was like, because I feel like I'm not really anybody. I'm just another person that does jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
I love jiu-jitsu, so I don't do it to get famous, or I just love jiu-jitsu. So when he was like, "Do you want to be on my show?" I was like, "Who are you talking to? Me? I don't know. I'm not sure." But yeah, I grabbed it with both hands, and I was like, "Yeah, for sure I do."
Hey, sometimes it just takes the right time, opportunity. You being there has to be a huge moment for you. And I mean, you know, I've trained in front of Eddie before. I've never had him be like, "Hey man, come do EBI." So that's a dope
it felt good.
Moniker for you to have.
It felt real good.
So you say you don't do jiu-jitsu to be famous. You're doing it just for the pure love. How did you get started doing jiu-jitsu?
So I signed up to a charity boxing event where you have 8 weeks free training, and then at the end of that you have a fight. And so that was cool. And then I boxed for 2 years. And then I was just around the gym, saw the guys doing like this rolling in pajamas and stuff. And I was like, that looks cool. I want to try that. And yeah, so I did some MMA as well. I've had a few MMA fights. That's a pro MMA. And jiu-jitsu has just taken over because I'm getting a little bit older now. MMA's not really great for the brain. I'm already a bit weird. So I can't take too much more knocks on the head.
May I just be honest? A lot of us in jiu-jitsu are weird. So it just means you fit in. Yeah. The more important thing is we want to keep your brain healthy. So that I get behind fully. Yes. But that means that you come in with a lot of experience in a world that a lot of people are afraid of. Like you've already taken on some of the biggest fears there are to have. So that makes you somebody who's like, I'm down to do this.
That's it. I feel like in combat jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu and MMA, they're like similar, but the jiu-jitsu in MMA is completely different to just jiu-jitsu.
Right.
So like you got to think about defending and like framing right. You can't just frame on the hips because you're going to get smashed in the face. So like with that in my mind already, I feel like combat jiu-jitsu is perfect for me.
Yeah. And I mean, we're glad to have that because we're always looking for individuals who are exciting and have fun. Have you performed in places where it's kind of like a DJ and a hype crowd before?
I don't think that there's been a DJ before, but I just did the last ADCC in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Playing music there. And I was getting my final match I had. Fleetwood Mac came on and I was just vibing. I did some twerking in there, just, like jumping everywhere.
What was the Fleetwood Mac song?
Dreams.
Oh, no way.
And I was like, this is my vibe.
I have to tell you, I tell people that I get nervous when a good song is on at the gym because I think my passing timing is easier to figure out because I'm like almost dancing to the song. So I'm like, oh no, I almost like have to go offbeat, which is hard for brown people, just to let you know. So when that does happen, I go, oh yeah, I don't want to be too predictable off that. But I love when people just are relaxed enough to have fun and do that. So I hope you get to enjoy that with us because we do have DJs playing. It is a crazy scene.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's great. Love to hear that. All right, let's talk off the mats. What are you doing to like ease your mind, get your mind off of jiu-jitsu?
I like to play my ukulele. Yeah, that's pretty chill. Like I'm just sitting there. And
Ukulele, okay.
Yeah, so that's nice. I listen to music, watch the ocean at the beach, like
that's cool.
Chill vibes.
So where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
From the UK, okay.
Yeah, a little town called Bournemouth. It's like right down, 2 hours down from London, right on the coast.
Okay.
I'm a beach girl.
I mean, you clearly were like, oh, my off-time beach. So I got that part. But what brought you here? Because obviously going to San Diego is going to be a mecca for jiu-jitsu, but how'd you find your way to the States?
So originally I was, I wanted to do a camp with one of my friends. Well, he's like my brother, so he's like a brother from another mother. And we were both on a show called Polaris in the UK. Pretty big, pretty big.
The show in the UK, yeah.
It's like the one. So we were like, let's do a camp for it. Let's like train real hard. Let's go to San Diego. Originally we were going to go to Atos. But we stayed somewhere that was like an hour away. So we're like, okay, let's Google where's close. And then we're like, oh, there's a 10th Planet 5 minutes down the road. And it just so happened to be Gio's place. And we were like, sick, let's go there.
Nice.
I've been going there for now, like for 2 years. Just found my vibe with these guys. It's like my second gym now. So I've got 2 gyms. Yeah, I've got 2 home gyms.
That's amazing. Yeah. Are you staying here now? Is this kind of home for you here?
For now.
Okay.
Yeah, for now.
Okay. I mean, it's a great place to be. I love San Diego a lot. I tell people, I'm LA based, so it's hard for me to get down there all the time, but I have so many of my friends. We have a few people who made the trek up, but I just go, every time I go down there, or my wife says, I want to go to San Diego. I go, done, babe. Like, so happy.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Like, people are nice, vibe is good.
And the food is good. Oh my God.
Tacos.
Do you have a place that you go for your tacos out there?
Craft Coast.
Craft Coast?
Really,
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I know there's other places, but I'm just stuck on that place.
That's okay. Hey, you find your place. You find your place.
The juiciness, the melted cheese. Too good. Too good.
So let me ask this. For you, this is going to be your first Subversiv experience, or have you competed with it? Okay, the first time you've competed for us. What are you excited about, and what can people expect from you if they've never seen you compete before?
I think I just want to bring some crazy moves. I like to experiment. Probably shouldn't experiment in a match, but I do anyway. Like I get caught in some funny positions, I escape, and then I try and get some submissions from there. I'm gonna get smashed in the face, but that's okay. Like I'm gonna give some back as well. Like I just like to keep things exciting, I don't want it to be boring. There's been some matches where I've been just caught in like grip fighting and stuff. I don't want that. I want to jump around everywhere. I want to do some cartwheels.
I want to point that out. I don't know if you guys caught that, but that was a little shade to you in the gi. Take that gi, folks. Because
I do gi too.
I do tee. I do as well. I just knew. I was like, when she said grip fighting, I was like, nobody's complaining about grip fighting into no gi.
My fingers are done in. I can't do that anymore.
I like to tell people my grips, I feel myself getting older every time I grab on. So like, I know it's what the deal is, but I love jiu-jitsu enough where I don't want to just train one. I want to train both. Yeah. But one is clearly better than the other.
No, it's better, but
you know what I mean? Like we know.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, for you, stoked to have you on there. What I'd love for you to do, that is your camera right there. Look at the camera. Tell the people where they can come find you, come train with you, and they can see you on the internet if you want them to see you on the internet.
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram, KI03 Jiu-Jitsu. Facebook, my name's Kerry Isom on there. if you want to come train, 10th Planet Oceanside, I'll be there until November 4th. So come through, just say hey. You know, I'm pretty chill, friendly with everyone. We can dance to some Fleetwood Mac. Keep it real.
This is by the way the most friendly sign off I've ever seen from anybody. Most people are like, I got this, follow me here, this is my social platform. You're just like, hey man, follow me if you want, but come train with me and maybe we dance to some Fleetwood Mac. Because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna tell you, when you said that a Fleetwood Mac came on at ADCC, my first thought was, if the chain was being played, I would have double golded, because I'm like, yo, that is my jam. Like that to me.
But like James came on, I was like,
I mean, I like this. Everybody has their own, and I think if memory serves right, that one is fully written and done by Stevie Nicks, who is a beast. I love Stevie Nicks so much respect for her.
Just gets me.
Oh,
Does things to me.
It's as it should, and like, I'm sure you know all the stories behind how they made that. So like, sometimes I've been mad at people, and I have not produced art like that. Those are people who hated each other and produced one of the best albums of all time, and it is incredible to see. But I have to tell you this, it is a pleasure to get to meet you. I look forward to having you on our stage. You got the right attitude, and I'm gonna tell you this, I know when you're like, I might get smashed, I might do this, we're looking for entertaining. Like, this is how jiu-jitsu should be. Make it fun, don't stall, don't be boring. And I trust in your ability, and I cannot wait to see you on our stage.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Guys, don't go anywhere. Keep watching here at Subversive. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
It is a pleasure to have you back. You killed it on our last show. You are so much fun to watch. You bring a great action to our mats. You're intense, and you're a lot of fun, so we're glad to have you back on the card. How does it feel back on Subversive for you?
I'm very happy to have this rematch. Jasmine is amazing. She's super strong, and I'm excited to have another rematch because I felt that was a lot of standing. I don't know, I feel like was a little boring, because was a reset every time, but that is good because that means that we are getting good on standing position. So, and yes, just make better than the last time. I'm excited. Yes, I super know that I felt her. She's super strong and good. So yes.
You know what's so funny is you look at it a different way than sometimes the audience looks at it, but I know your team was hype on your performance. They're proud of you. I saw people giving you support and love throughout. Like, you got a great support system that always has your back. I know a handful of your training partners, so they speak so well of you, and it is really cool to see. And I definitely, the last time, when you're on our mats, I just saw you go into business. So you're like, man, I wish it was a little better. And I was like, it's pretty good. So like, it's just the idea of you always wish you could have a better performance in your head, but we can see your work, and I can see your work elsewhere. So what have you been up to since you competed with us the last time?
What have
you been up to, like competition wise or training wise in the days since?
Yes, it was not long time ago.
Yeah.
Yes, so just I was pretty intense work in my job, but then was pretty training, had a release a little bit, and then training back. I just came back from work in another state, so I'm just getting back and work on training. Yes, just 100% training.
Nice.
Ready.
Very nice to hear. So I like to ask this for our people. What is it you like to do when you're not training? Like, what are you doing to get your mind off of this whole world?
Go to some skate park.
Skate park?
Yes. I used to do skateboarding since I'm young, but when I started jiu-jitsu, I realized that if I have my projects, but if I fall in a big ball, the impact make you get out of 2-3 days after out of mat, because the impact make you a little tired and it's aggressive. So yes, and twice I entered in the hospital, but back in the years, not recently here.
Okay.
But because I'm 100% jiu-jitsu, but yes, when I'm free, I go for some session in the skate park.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because I think after you did an interview with our president, Josh, and I was producing that one, I was like looking at your social and I was like, well, let's learn about you. And I saw the skating stuff on your socials and I was like, oh no, please don't skate right now. She's on our card. And I was impressed. Like, you're dope at that. That's a really cool thing that you do. But then I remembered now when you're saying that, I was like, wait, she's on our card in like 3 weeks. So no skating until we're done.
Yes. No skating. Yes.
But you did just mention something that I think about, which is if people ever mention like, hey, let's go to a trampoline park or let's go skateboarding or let's go snowboarding. I'm always like, if I get hurt, I don't train. And I don't think people want to be around me if I don't train. I get kind of grumpy. I'm not fun. And sometimes even my wife goes, you need to go train. Like, you're a little grumpy, go train and you'll be fine.
Yeah, always. Gio, my coach, always said, you bring your problems, no, you just are here and now. So your problems go away. Just use some meditation, right?
Here's a question. Gio, in one way, I understand. In another way, slightly broke my heart, but I saw he's going to be kind of retiring from big competition soon. What are your feelings on that? Because I think he's done enough in the world, but like, I have such massive respect for that man. And he's always been kind to us here. And I just thought, I was like, oh, I'll see him in the Masters division. But he was recently saying he's like, for a big stage, this is the last one.
Right now, next week, I think. Yes. So I have the lucky to be in one of the good training partners like Kai Boan, Kai Chambers. And I go to Eddie's class in headquarters, 10 Planets, Highway. Yes. So yesterday we trained with Kerry, so we are having a very mixed training. So it is good. I like the Geo style and I love it. Yes, Boogie too, San Diego. Yes, I forgot.
Absolutely, but I mean, I know both of those brothers. They've always been very kind to me as an interviewer. They've always given me time. It's one of the things where reasonably I go, that makes sense. And then the part of me goes, damn, okay, so this is the last one. So I hope you know the honor that you get in being part of that last camp for him. So I think that's really dope.
I don't know. I saw many others that say it's the last and then a call come back. So he's pretty young.
You know what? I don't believe he was the last. Hey, you know what? I hope you're right. Yeah. I just always treat it with the respect of, if I was him, why would I want to subject myself to another camp, another this? Because I'm not far from his age, but his jiu-jitsu was so excellent that I just wondered. I was like, that dude could literally be in the Masters division and crush people for eternity. But at the same point, I'm like, dude, I see how fulfilled he is just being a DJ sometimes. Yeah. And it's like, and breakdancing, but I see his brain at ease and relaxed when he's doing that. Oh, yeah, 100%. He knows. My brother is, I'm very proud of him, and I think I'm covering that CJI, so I think I'm going to see him there, but we always run into each other, and they're great people. So that's why when I knew you went to that gym, I was like, oh, you really are going to train with some of the best, which is going to level you up. Do you feel you have leveled up in the past 2 years?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes. I just started here. I came all the way. Yes, 100%. Yes. I do it every day. I just take 1-2 days off. And it's what I love. And it's my passion. Yes.
That's awesome.
I think that I told you the last time.
you did, but I feel like when people do this, sometimes you find what you're supposed to do. And then you just know. So when you're doing this, it's like, no, you look natural up there. You look like you're having fun. And I really appreciate your style of jiu-jitsu and what I've been able to follow along and just what you've done for us so far. You know, we give the nod of like, no, she's good. Let's bring her back. Let's see what she can do again. So I hope, people pay attention to what you do and that they're excited to see you come back. What I would love to do right now, that is your camera. I would love for you to tell the people, if you want them to come train with you, tell them where they could come find you, okay?
Yes, 10 Planet Oceanside with Gio Martinez. That is a head coach and close to the beach. If you want to visit, you can have some fun rolls and then go to the beach. And yes, and then on social media, it's DEIGG G 5 times. Dei G.
Why the 5 times? Was it all like taken from that point, or did you just like 5 times?
My last name is Goni, so I didn't want to be Dei Gone. So I just take one and it's already done. So I want a 2 and 3 and I like or number 3 or number 5, so I get 5 times.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Well, I thank you for your time. We're looking forward to seeing you on September the 5th. Please enjoy your days. And by the way, not for nothing, the t-shirt, give my compliments. The boys, they put together a great t-shirt there. Yes. So we will see you on the 5th.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Ladies and gents, I am here with it is a pleasure to get to meet you. Thank you so much for coming out. How are you feeling today? It has been a lively day. Did you get some training out there in?
Yes.
Okay, do you get to beat up our robot?
Yes.
So how did you approach beating up our robot?
Lots of passing the guard because he wouldn't sit up for me.
Okay.
And lots of arm bars.
Oh, you had lots of arm bars? Okay, hold on. We don't want to give away your strategy, but like, are you good at arm bars? Is that your game?
I like arm bars. It's not my whole game.
Okay, good. You see, that was a great answer because you were like, oh, it's only part of my game. I got 50 other moves. You don't know what to expect. So is this going to be your first time on with us for Wild Style?
Yes, the first Wild Style.
Well, we're stoked to have you. What brought you to us? What made you want to compete on Wild Style with us?
My friend Ariel competes on Wild Style regularly. So I was like, hey, this all looks really, really cool. So I decided, hey, let's see if we can get on the card for this one. And we did. So very, very excited.
We're excited to have you. So let's say I've never seen a match of yours, okay? What would you describe your jiu-jitsu like? Like, what is your jiu-jitsu like in your head?
I'd say it's very fast, very strong, very able to change quickly and adapt quickly.
Okay. Now, I see a 10th Planet Freak shirt. Who's the best coach at the gym? I'm not putting you on the spot. It's not like they're going to see this. They might. But who's the best coach at your gym?
Well, between you and me.
Okay, between us.
Don't tell the other coaches.
I won't.
But it's definitely Gio Martinez.
Gio Martinez is one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
My man has been killing it forever, and he's always been super kind to us here for our jiu-jitsu, for our planning, and all of our stuff. What is it that you learned the most from Gio so far in your jiu-jitsu journey?
I've learned how to adapt my game, how to really bring my guard in, how to amp my wrestling up, and just fine-tuning all those little things that I didn't know I could fix.
And the nice part is Gio has a very intuitive sense with people in their jiu-jitsu. So I found that his notes that I've seen him do in person with people, they're very specific and very smart. So you got one of the best jiu-jitsu coaches. Is that your first jiu-jitsu coach?
No, I've had 3 other professors before him.
3 other professors before him. What do you think makes him more unique than maybe your other experiences that you've had?
Well, the obvious, they only do no-gi, which is
that might be a little bit different. It does help because I got to tell you, I do both. I prefer no-gi, but I think it's important to train both. So there is that. Has it been an adjustment not training as much gi though?
Yeah, I still train some gi at Carlsbad Jiu-Jitsu, but it's been like the grips and stuff are much different like when I go to train there twice a week.
But you know what's great is you training both right now is going to make you such an advanced grappler as you get older. Like, it's cool now, but the 5 years, the 10-year down the line version of you is going to be so grateful that you train both, because there are people who just go like, I'm only training one, and they're a little more limited. So I think your brain's going to get more creative as you go, and I applaud you for doing both. I think that's a great thing you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. Big question, though. Are you ready for this big question?
Yes.
Okay. What can you tell me we can expect from you on the September 6th Wild Style for us here at Subversiv? What can people expect if they've never seen you? Like, what can they expect to see in your competition style on that day?
Lots of energy, lots of fast pace. The girl that I'm fighting is very, very good, so I think it'll be a very back and forth match.
Okay.
In the end, I will come out on top.
That's a great answer. And you know what? I'm stoked to have you on the card. You carry yourself so well. If I know you're part of the Jiu-Jitsu 10th Planet Freaks, That means you're good people. We're glad to have you as part of our family. And I would love it if you want to tell the people if you got like a social media channel or where they can find you or come train with you. That camera is yours right there. Tell all the people where they can come find you and train with you.
You can come find me on Instagram at Royal Rolls BJJ or drop by 10th Planet Oceanside.
That's what's up. Well, it is a pleasure to get to meet you in person. I can't wait to commentate your match. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, stick around. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Santiago Gomez. How you doing, my man?
Great.
Brother, who is doing the fade here? This is an immaculate haircut, sir.
Best Coachella Valley barber.
Dude, I have to tell you, the coloring's dope. I love the lining. I'm jealous because I have a giant head and I can't do this fun stuff, dude.
Yeah. My wife colored my hair and then I got.
Oh, dude, this is a two-hander.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it looks great, man. Good for you, bro. So compliments to both your barber and the lady for making this happen. So you said wife, yeah?
Yeah.
How long you been married, young man?
About 8 months.
Oh my God! So you're newlyweds?
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
We have our first baby.
Congrats, sir! That's amazing. Do you know boy or girl yet, or are you a boy? Oh my goodness! Good for you, sir. Okay. Let's ask this. For you, what has it been like being married? Like, what have you learned so far in these short months?
I'm for sure. Whether you're feeling tired or you're energetic, but it doesn't matter what you feel in the day. Like the discipline now to make time to go to the gym, to do strength and conditioning, to train jiu-jitsu, to train, MMA. Like I'm at a point where like it doesn't matter how I feel that day or that moment. The discipline is to get myself to show up into the training room and prepare myself for the next competition. So that's what I've learned, and I for sure established that a lot better. So
okay, are you trying to get extra reps when like you got this kid? Is this going to be like a kettlebell that you're getting in when you're at home?
100%.
Getting a few here,
drilling partners, sparring partners, everything.
That's amazing. Well, that's going to be an amazing thing into itself. So you mentioned an MMA career. What's the record right now, sir?
So right now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to make my amateur MMA debut.
Oh, so you haven't gotten it yet, but you're en route to doing it.
Correct.
Okay, great.
Last year I was supposed to make my debut, and then the fight got canceled last minute because of issues with the opponent. And then,
where are you looking to fight at?
I was gonna make my debut at Dan Hendo's fight night.
Oh, nice. Okay, great.
Yes.
Because you mentioned, what is it, Coachella Valley?
Yeah.
Is that where you're out?
From Palm Springs.
Palm Springs? Okay, that makes sense. That's why I was like, I'm trying to put this all together, and I go, oh, right, that would be out there.
Yeah.
Because I actually commentate for Sparstar, so it's very possible at some point you come fight out that way, because we are one of the 2-3 big MMA organizations that does like AMI fights.
Yeah.
So I'm always happy to see young talent like you coming in. But why MMA for you? Like, what's the appeal and draw of it for you?
Not only because in MMA there's a lot more tools to be versatile in showing domination, but also defending yourself. When you're facing a good opponent. MMA, I just feel so much safer in MMA because I got a lot of stuff to protect myself with and a lot of stuff to attack my opponent with. And I had one street fight where I landed a spinning elbow, and that spinning elbow, getting that reaction in front of a lot of people, that got me into mixed martial arts, into thinking could there be something special here in a sport like mixed martial arts? Nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, that is kind of down the line. But for you, what is, if somebody's never seen you compete, what is your jiu-jitsu style like?
My jiu-jitsu style is unpredictable. It's pushing forward. It's emptying the gas tank, win or lose. It doesn't matter what position I end up in. It's pushing the pace,
Very nice, very nice. So for you, now that we've talked a little bit about your style and what you're trying to make go on, what can you tell people from our subversive style, what we can expect to see from you when you do make your walk out from us on that September 5th date?
For sure, you can expect, trying to take my opponent down instantly and trying to prevent myself from getting taken down, because everything I do in jiu-jitsu, I'm trying to translate it to when I go into the octagon. So when you're in the octagon, you don't want to be in the bottom position. So yeah, just pressing forward and literally trying to fetch submissions from any position, and just show that you're not afraid to go wherever the fight takes you,
And I want to ask this for you, what are you doing when you're not like training? Like, what does an off day look like for you, sir?
An off day, for sure. It looks like I'm still in the gym.
Really? Oh, okay. So you're 7 days a week gym guy?
Yes, for sure.
Oh, brother, you better enjoy those while you still don't have a child.
Exactly.
Because those 7 dayers are going to turn into 6 at the very least, if not 5 dayers. But okay.
I believe that.
What are you doing though on those off days when you're not like on?
So it could be like literally low impact stuff, like, you know, even going for like a light run or just doing like mobility exercises too. I'm really big. I'm a personal trainer as well.
Oh, nice.
So I got a lot of certifications in like corrective exercise specialist.
Nice.
So I'm doing work to just maintain my body injury free and a lot of mobility work. Yeah.
Nice. So for you, as you said you're a personal trainer though, right? Okay. How long have you been doing that?
So I've been working with clients maybe for about 2 years.
Nice. Yeah. What have you noticed, like, what are like the best stories that you've had from coming out of that? Because for personal trainers, obviously there's a physical aspect for it, but when you improve somebody's health, you can see physical transformations and like mental transformations. So what has been one of the most rewarding experiences that you've had from doing for that so far?
Oh, one of the best experiences that I've had is when people come into the gym post like surgery or post physical therapy, and they're just looking to make significant improvement in increasing their strength in their injured ankle or knee. I've had a lot of injuries myself, and you know, injury is part of the reason why my amateur MMA debut has been delayed. But yeah, just getting people back to inserting those activities that they like to do. You know, if you like going hard in the gym, then let's get your strength back up that's going to allow you to make those pushes.
Nice. Good for you, man. I mean, that's a really cool position for you to be in, especially this young, where, you know, this is something you can do for life, and you can definitely be a great force in people's lives and help make those changes all at the same time while beating the shit out of people. So, you know, it's a kind of cool thing to be able to do the 1-2 punch there, my man.
Yes, of course. So
with that, you told us what we could expect. You told us you like to spend some time off. Is there anything you do that just off the mats though?
Before jiu-jitsu, before mixed martial arts, for the longest time, I was trying to be a professional tennis player.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to say that, but I was really good at tennis. And then the reason I shifted into combat sports is because if I was good at tennis, then in combat sports, I'm 100 times better at. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to say to you right now, let's go play tennis.
Oh, I'm ready to play a full professional match.
I didn't even ask the question. I didn't finish this. I was wondering if you're more competitive in tennis than you are in jiu-jitsu though.
Oh, both.
But like, hold on, you got to pick one. Which one is going to be the one that you're more competitive at?
Oh, combat sports for sure.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if somebody beats you at tennis and like a racket's getting broken or like.
No, not at all.
Not at all?
Even with combat sports, like obviously you're disappointed with not getting the result in a competition, but you're moving on into the next competition. You know? That's the attitude.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know these things about people, so when somebody's like, oh yeah, I was actually pretty good at tennis, I'm like, you could have fooled me, bro. I don't know.
That's one of my jobs still today. I make money from running a junior tennis academy.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Being a primary sparring partner for tennis players.
Damn, bro, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What a cool little factoid we learned here about you. So this is why I asked this question, because sometimes I'm like, really?
I don't look like I play tennis.
Well, I don't know, man. You definitely look like a fighter. I don't know if you look like you come over and play tennis. I don't see a ton of tennis people being this flashy. No. This is somebody that I'm like, dude probably fights. Then I see the ears. Okay, maybe. You still got nice looking ears, so you're in that iffy stage. Who's to say though?
Right.
With that being said, you know, for you, that is a really cool thing. I have to ask this. Let's look at this tattoo. This tattoo says what?
God forgives, but jiu-jitsu doesn't.
What does that mean, sir?
I got that from former lightweight UFC champion Charles Oliveira, and it just means how important jiu-jitsu is in mixed martial arts and in life in general. You know, you make one mistake on the jiu-jitsu mats, and you know you're done basically. And that's a lot of people think that jiu-jitsu is not as violent as boxing, but it really is.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is extremely violent, and we'll see that, you know, September 5th at Subversiv.
I like hearing, okay, I like that. Okay, word. Because when you say something like that, First of all, Charles Oliveira, a jiu-jitsu hero of all of ours. We love that man. That's a great person to take that from. But second of all, I don't care if you're super good at jiu-jitsu or if you're super bad at jiu-jitsu. I've seen people who are very good at jiu-jitsu be violent, and I've seen people who are very bad at jiu-jitsu also be very violent with it because they don't know what they're doing. So yeah, there's definitely a violence aspect of this. So it is better when we kind of acknowledge it and can kind of move around some of these savages. But good for you, sir. Well, let's do this. That is your camera right there. I'd love it if you were to look at that camera and tell people where they could come find you, come train with you, and maybe even get some personal training in with you, sir. Or I guess some tennis work, because my man's doing it all. This is a full stop shop. If you're going to get, like, when you get your car worked on, this dude's like all of the stops in one.
Yeah, so if you ever want to come train or just either train with me or just come see where I train, you're going to go to Hurricane Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Palm Springs. I also do MMA training at a local gym in Palm Desert. That's it's established a really good foundation for my MMA game, and it's called Alteño Fight Club, partnered with sick Mexican fighters. You're going to shout out Coach Toro Garcia, the main MMA coach at Alteño Fight Club, sick Mexican fighters, who are fighting actually right now in Oregon at King of the Cage.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So let me ask this. Is this the Pops over here?
Yes, this is my dad.
You need to give this man a raise because he was recording it with one phone. My man was double phone recording here. So like, I know my pops can't even make one phone work. How he was making both of them happen. Look at this, like right here. I can't even show it to you. There is these literally, it's cell phone on cell phone being like, nah, son, we're getting home. Let's drive that. Good point. Let's get people to see that fight. So give that man a raise. Buy him something nice here, sir. Take care of your pops, because that is a good father, sir.
My dad's my primary sponsor, my primary investor. I wouldn't be as good as I am, and I wouldn't have the equipment at the home gym that we have in his house if it wasn't for him. So
that's good.
Sure,
that's good stuff, man. Well, please tell your dad thank you on our behalf, because he's getting the word out on you. So we appreciate that. And we appreciate you, sir. We look forward to seeing you on the 5th, my man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We got more coming on this page. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with
Calen Greer.
Calen, it is a pleasure to get to chat with you, my man. How is it going for you today?
Great. This has been a really fun day for me. Got to see a lot of new faces and everything.
Nice.
I tried out the new robot.
How did that go?
That thing's really cool. And then like, you had to try to choke it, and it makes it like a reaction.
Yeah.
But the only person that did it was Ian Mondragon, the youngest one.
Oh, did he really?
He's the one that actually made the thing say tap. I couldn't get it. Other black belts over there didn't get it. Nobody else got it but him.
Oh my God. I mean, I know the kid's good, but jeez. Okay. I think it was Rich. Rich told us he had a robot. Yeah. And I was like, sure. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I think people are competitive enough. They're going to want to get that robot. So I'm glad you got a chance to go ahead and beat it up, but I didn't know it was that level of difficulty.
No, it's hard, but it's a good investment for sure for somebody. Not for me though.
No, not for me either. Because now I'm thinking, I was like, oh, bro, I don't want to take that thing on now. Oh my goodness. $4,000? Is that how much that is?
How much they said it was.
Oh my God, for sure not paying
that.
That's
a ticket.
Literally, I yelled at David Guzman for almost thinking about buying a $80 popcorn Galactus. And I was like, what are you doing, bro?
What are you going to do with that?
Well, he's like, no, I could make it in my Funko little thing. And I was like, his wife or his girlfriend.
Right.
He was saying, she said, no, she's filming the thing on the side. And I go, she's right. No, she was right. Don't spend $80 on that. Let's talk about you, though. So you've competed for us before, correct?
Absolutely.
What did you like about competing for us before?
Man, I just had so much fun giving you guys a show, honestly. Even though I lost, it was just a good event. Like, I love the atmosphere around everybody. Everybody was super sweet, and all the people, like, everybody will root for you. No matter if you win or lose, it just like everybody knows you're there for you and stuff like that. And just like the music and the energy was just there. The other events that I've been to, the energy was just there.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to hear that. I mean, we do try to go all out for you guys and give like a spectacle. I don't know too many other places that have an open mat for our media day. So we're definitely trying to give that to you. Did you also get to do the Grappling Hour Challenge? Did you try to get one of those cards and pull them out?
I got it in, what was it, 18 seconds.
You got it in 18 seconds?
Armbar.
No. Oh, Rich, that was terrible. Oh, man, I'm going to roast him so hard. I can't wait to see that footage. But for you being on our show, obviously we have eyes on you. We're super happy about that. Like, what are you doing when you're not on a show or training? Like, what does an off day look like for you?
So honestly, believe it or not, I've been into cooking.
Oh, okay.
Program, trying to get into some culinary programs.
Very
like
nice.
That. So even right now, I do cooking for Instagram and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's like meal preps and stuff like that. Like I have my own cuisine, stuff like that, cheap dishes and stuff like that. Just cooking is just like, it's something I love. It's something I love doing for
All right, walk me through this, because I do my own meal prep.
Okay.
But what are we making? Because meal prep generally can be very boring.
Right.
So what are you doing to meal prep to make sure that you're not just having rice and chicken every single week?
So believe it or not, my type of cooking, it ain't the healthy kind. It's the type to get you full.
Oh,
it's the
okay.
Type, like, say you're going to work and you got no food and you're not trying to spend so much money.
Sure.
I have like a $10 bowl of like, I do, my best seller is my Cajun chicken pasta.
Okay.
If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. That's how it is for me. If it ain't seasoned, it's perfect just like that. So I just season it up. Everybody loves it. And my mom and my dad, everybody loves my cooking and stuff like that. So I always like helping people out that like don't have a meal sometimes.
Yeah,
That's how I always help other people out like
and
that.
I'll be honest, part of the reason why I have to meal prep, not because I got like super fights coming up. I'm just trying to maintain good weight and you know, a good diet. I think of it like this. If I'm good on my diet 5 days a week, my weekends I eat what I want.
Right.
But that means I also got to train, so it's a little bit of a give and take. But it's my way of making sure when like it's late, like if we finish up here, I'm gonna be like, dude, let's get a burger, let's go home, let's do this. Yeah. So it's my way of trying to be good.
Right.
So how did you get involved in cooking? 'Cause I gotta be honest, when I was about, how old are you right now?
I'm 19.
Okay, you're 19. When I was your age, I wasn't trying to, no, I just wasn't cooking. I didn't know. I wasn't smart enough to cook. I didn't know how that was. How'd you get involved in cooking at such a young age?
So my parents always were in the kitchen, always cooking. My dad's always doing Christmas and Thanksgiving. Every single time. He's always doing that.
Okay.
So there's a funny photo. It's actually my Instagram profile for my cooking account. And it's me standing in the on a stool, like half my height, little tiny me, in the kitchen, and me and my dad just smiling with me in the kitchen. So it's like, it's perfect. That's how I want to do it. And with me looking at myself back then, it's like, this is something I can do. This is something I can do for my kids in the future.
Yeah.
I can, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I get married, cook for my wife and stuff like that.
Facts.
And just even my friends, even when I grew up, I had a lot of friends always coming over and they're like, hey man, I'm kind of hungry. I'm not gonna have my friends digging up, eat up all my cereal and all my good snacks.
So wait, hold on. This was a defensive thing. I didn't know.
It sometimes
no, but when you were like, no, you ain't touching those Lucky Charms, fam.
Yeah.
Those are for me.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, so that's where you go. Okay.
Cinnamon Toast
You know, hey, good for you, man. Because I got to be honest with you. I look back at some of the stuff that we were eating for cereal, and I was like, why was I eating that?
Right.
That's a terrible thing. And then people will be like, you want some? I was like, yeah, I'll still have some.
No, exactly.
I know it's garbage for me, but I will have it every once in a while. So that's how you got involved. Was your family was big into it. You even were cooking for your friends. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first started cooking, because I went to college, I didn't want to cook for other people.
Right.
Because I would tell people, I'm like, I'm afraid to cook for you guys. I don't want to kill you guys. What if I suck at this and I don't know what I'm doing? And my friends were so nice. They're like, no, man, let's do it. And I know there's a couple things, like even spaghetti that I was like, nah, I could have been better.
The weekly dish.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Weekly dish. We have goulash. I'm pretty sure. You know
Very, yes.
We throw everything in there. Cheese. Everything in there. Even my friends, they love Denny's. So they love the pancakes.
Yeah.
Me, back in the time, everybody should know this. Aunt Jemima pancakes.
Well, I understand. They are the best pancakes, honestly.
Even though it's the same program with the new ones.
It is. And I was a little spoiled because my sister, she one time peeped me up when she goes, hey, I make a pretty good French toast. And I swear to God, I've been chasing that kind of French toast for years where I go, man, she really did it right. And I don't want to know how she made it, but I just know hers was the best. Where I would go to restaurants, I'd be like, it's pretty good, but hers is the best. So good to know that that is kind of where that comes from. So for you, okay, so you've competed for us before, but you're on our next card.
Correct.
All right. What can you tell people what they can expect from you when you appear on those mats? Because now, all of 19, levels keep going up. What are you expecting of yourself, and what can they expect of you, sir?
People who don't know, if we don't get it happen yet, but they'll also catch me at the CGI card. They'll have me on that card for the Subversiv as well. If they don't get me for Friday, I'll still do the Wild Style as well.
Okay.
But for this fight, it's kind of a revenge on this one.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you have took some little research on me and Jack, but shout out to my boy Jack. This is round 2 with me and him. I went up to San Jose to his town. I lost. Fair match. It was scraps.
Yeah.
Really good fight. We should have got one fight of the night. We should have got the fight of the night. We were scrapping. But, and I told him, like, you got to come down to me. And this man came up. We're like, let's do it. I was even supposed to fight. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the name Nicole Navarro.
Okay, yeah.
Nicole Navarro was supposed to fight me, but we ended up getting Jack. So I'm like, let's do it. So we're going to do that. And this fight, I really want to finish him. This one, especially because he finished me.
Yeah.
So I have to get my...
You gotta get your get back. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay.
It's a fair match too between me and him.
So, but you said 2? Are you up 2, or is this the second match?
This is our second match, so it's 1-0 right now.
So it's 1-0, but you're gonna get it back this time.
I have to.
Okay. Okay, he's not here right now, right?
Yeah, he's up in the bay.
Okay. So we don't know. So like right now, we like you better than him. For like right now, just right now. For you, why did you want this one back? Sometimes you get a get back, but then you just move on. Why did this one matter that much to you to get back?
So this one really was honestly not planned. I kind of wanted to fight Lex that I fought already on the last card with Lex.
Okay.
But he hit me up and says, hey, I'm trying to come down there to fight. So if you're trying to get on those Wild Star card, let's do it. And he hit me up right away, like, let's do it. So I'm like,
gotcha.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. People, your family loves me. I love you, bro. You're my brother.
Yeah.
So we got to get this one back.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I'm glad you're looking at it like that because, like, I see these kids having real beef already. Not beef, but I mean, like, real, like...
Probably.
Well, hold on. I've seen kids have real, like, rivals already, and I was like, bro, I didn't even have a rival until, like, 5 years into jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Like, I had friends that I was like,
we're rivals.
Exactly. I didn't know. No one told me. So... I just feel like that's pretty dope that you got one that you could even say like, yo, respect to you, respect to your family, but I want to get this back.
I'm more hungry this time.
Exactly.
He's probably hungry as well, but I'm more hungry.
Well, that's great. I'm so happy you're going to be back on our card. Let's do this. That is your camera right there. Tell the people where they can find you. Tell them where they can follow your food prep page because I can't tell you how many people I have hit me up asking me for what I do.
Really?
Because sometimes, so one of our boys here, one of my guys, we went to WrestleMania the week before he fought for a title. So he fought the week after WrestleMania, but I told him, I was like, so you're going to be cutting weight? And he's like, yeah. I was like, I am going to bring my air fryer. I'm going to bring my pressure cooker. I'm going to meal prep for you. I'm going to have steak, your protein, your chicken. I'm going to build all veggies so we can have you have as many veggies as possible.
Right.
I get you some rice in there too with the rice cooker. We're going to get you all set, man.
Right.
My man made weight, no problem. But I was like, dude, we're going to be at a stadium. You can't depend on that food.
Man, that's salt on salt.
Yes.
They Salt Bay.
Oh, and the problem is I'm like, that's what he's trying to cut out.
Exactly.
So guess what? Guess who also didn't have salt that week? This guy.
Exactly.
So I was like, if I put salt on it, it goes to you too. So I was like, I gotta take it out. So he's asking, he's like, how'd you like it? I was like, it's okay. It needs salt. And I saw my man do this. And I was like, I know, just a little bit, but just not enough. I go, but he told me, he goes, you did too good of a job. He goes,
right,
because you put 0 salt in there. I was like, bro, you told me no salt.
Exactly.
So I was like, I flavored it, I marinated it with a little bit, but then I kind of take it out once it's there.
Right.
So like once I actually put it on to like cook, I was like, it's gonna take out some of that salt in the cook, but also I do make sure I get some of that off.
Right.
And he was just like, damn, you're about it. I was like, we got to win, fam. And he won a championship.
That is a win. Congrats to him, man.
So let's say this. Tell the people where they can follow you, good sir.
So honestly, y'all can follow me off of CG the Sensei. That's my main jiu-jitsu account. And then all my sponsors are Stay Down. And then my gym, I train out of Peerless Jiu-Jitsu. And I also want to shout out Sector for holding me down since way back. And even 10th Planet, that's where 10th Planet Riverside, that's where my sponsor and everybody's at. So I want to shout out to them as well. And if anybody want to catch me with the cooking, it's Cooking with Calen, so WITCALEN. That's my other Instagram account. If anybody wants meals, I deliver. Fair price. If anybody wants some good food, so I'm at.
Hey, you know what? Help this young man get this business off the ground, because I know a lot of you guys always complain like, oh, I'm fat. Like, get yourself done, because what he just told you was he makes sure that you are full. and that will help you eat less so you can concentrate more on your training. That's a really big way to do it. So, and I'm sure he's going to work with you guys. You want a competitor helping you meal prep because they're going to be the most sympathetic too.
Exactly.
Hey, can I get this instead of this? He's going to be like, yeah.
I do specials too. Specials,
That's
whatever
what's up.
you want.
That's great stuff. Well, my man, it's going to be a pleasure to see you back on our stage.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for watching,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Don't go anywhere. Hey, what is up, everybody? Tyler has made his way over to the table. Tyler, you've been busy out that way. Let me ask you a question. Did you get out there and beat up Rich?
Yes, I did.
How did that go?
Exactly as planned.
Exactly as planned. What'd you get?
Card. I got a go-go plata.
Oh, did you get a go-go plata?
Well, I hit the Omo, and he freaking tapped before I could get the go-go.
Ah, man. You know what? I'm going to not let him live that down.
He said his shoulders were tight. So I said, you know what? You're definitely going to have to hit up Reyes Combat Sports Recovery. They've been taking care of me for the past couple weeks now, and my shoulder feels amazing. Actually, they're working on my neck and my shoulder. So shout out to those guys.
Good man. I mean, in his defense, he has been pretty much thrown to the sharks all day long. So if he says he's tight, you know, it's probably we didn't help that.
What a cool dude, man. I really like that guy.
You know, honestly, the Grappling Hour Challenge, that little thing is something that I do with people. So I just told him, I'm like, dude, I'm busy doing this. Otherwise, I would have been doing it myself. But Rich is taking one for the team. Tyler, what's new with you, man? Well, what have you been up to since the last time we've seen you, sir?
Oh, man. Just trying to spend as much time with my kids as possible, as much time on the mats, trying to make money, but also be free. And that's about it, and live.
Good for you, man.
My life, man.
So for you, okay, I kind of asked you this, I think before, because we've talked a little bit about like when you are with your kids doing hikes and doing stuff like that. So like when you're not on the mats, what are you trying to do when you're off training and off the mats?
Like cross training?
No, just like what are you doing when you're not training?
Oh, I'll play my guitar.
Play your guitar?
Yeah.
Okay, what have you learned to play on the guitar?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. I just every chord possible, so every song I want, I guess.
Okay.
Any song I want to pick up, and I like to play a lot of country. Anything I can find in the right key and sing to, and feel good about myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is the latest song you taught yourself?
The latest song, was the one. Well, I'm learning right now is Ilya Taporia's Walkout song, but it's so. Yeah, it's crisp.
Yeah.
You got to be clean with it.
Okay.
You got to be clean. Yeah, almost as clean as my skin after I use Dissertation soap.
Oh, Jesus.
Shout out to Dissertation
So
soap.
are they a sponsor, or are you just trying to get a sponsor?
Absolutely, they sponsor me.
Okay, good. I want to make sure, because you did that one too good where I was like, if they're not sponsoring you, they need to.
I took notes.
So when you do have this downward time, you're teaching yourself some songs. What is the latest thing you've been doing with your kids? Like, I know you do hikes. Like, have you taken them on vacation or done anything recently with them?
Oh, yeah. So blessed, man. My aunt just took us to Lake Mojave.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to my Aunt Lisa. Shout out to my cousin Abigail and to my mom. And Anissa. We all went out and we went out to Lake Mojave and just had the best time ever. We went inner tubing, took all the kids. It was the first family trip we've ever had. Shout out, guys. Let's do it again soon. They said next year, but I think we should do something soon.
You're trying to get back out there sooner than later, yeah?
Soon, man. It was so fun, man. All the kids together, it felt good.
So for you, you're a big, like, adventure seeker. Like, you could tell you do combat sports because you like the adrenaline of it. I can see when you're jumping off of rocks. Are you getting your kids now to jump off rocks and stuff like that?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. And as much as I'm starting to learn a little more about dopamine and the reward system, and maybe I should have kicked back on that a little bit, but hopefully it's all good and that they can, and God willing, that they just channel all that good energy and that no fear energy into something positive.
I think for you, you know, you aren't alone in that, though, because there's a lot of the guys who find their way into combat sports because they are adrenaline junkies. So I've seen a lot of times over the years, the athletes I've interviewed, I've found that they share that in their space. So they find different ways to channel it when they're off the mats. But for you, you channel it so much on the mats because I see how intense you roll. I see, like, when you're competing, you're very lasered in and dialed in and focused. So, you know, we've gotten the chance to see you grow and evolve. What does competition mean to you right now in your life?
It means a lot right now, man. I'm at the age right now, I'm in that sweet spot. I'm kind of priming, man. So I'm really trying to get my money's worth and honor all of these blessings, my athletic ability, all of my limbs, my vision, everything I have going for me, my beautiful family and support system. I just want to honor it as much as possible. And that's it, man. And just go out there and just and show out and just get the most I can out of this experience, out of this martial arts journey. I love being a martial artist. I grew up dreaming of being a ninja or Goku, or you know what I mean. I love this. I really do. I feel so blessed right now.
Yeah,
I really do feel blessed.
I have to ask for some progress. Okay. So last time I think you and I got to sit down and chat, you were telling me that there was the back of your mind thoughts of doing stand-up. Have you made any progress on that, young man?
I haven't made any progress on that. Other than watching a lot of stand-up and being so discouraged. It's just they're getting so clean. Yeah. But
is it somewhere still in the back of your mind?
I do well with pressure, so I think it would be something to, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Because the reason I ask
it's
is
so
this.
much, I think it's such an art, and you have to be so crafty and so clever, and I love all that.
But the reason I bring it up is we talked a little bit about that dopamine and that like adrenaline. That's where people go to.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the reason why they do that. Talk to any comedian. They're chasing that audience high. So it's like, dude, nothing feels better than when you get your hand raised, all your people are there, they're cheering for you. It's the same thing in comedy when those jokes work and that audience is applauding for you on your way out. Like, bro, it's addictive. Like I've literally finished the set and been like, oh, I got 5 more minutes, yo. But I'm like, no, I gotta get off because like you go off on the high.
You get going with your buddy and a good laugh. It's
absolutely.
It's something else. So
you're right there and you're in the thick of it. I just tell people that as long as you recognize your demons and you find good ways to channel it, you can have a pretty healthy and happy life.
Yeah.
I think that some of us share this. So some people, whether it's competing here or doing these kind of fun things where we tell jokes and do that, I think those are healthy expressions of it. So yeah, I'm excited for you to see your next healthy expression, which is going to be competing September 5th. So let's do this. That is your camera right there, sir.
That's good.
I want you to tell the people what they can expect from you on September 5th, why they need to buy a ticket for you, and where they can come find you and train with you, sir.
On September 5th, they can expect a lot of pressure from me on my opponent, and possibly some leakage, you know, maybe get them cut up again. And when you're dealing with pressure, when you're dealing with leakage due to pressure, do you know what you have to do? You got to call Riverside's Plumber. Check out John Dixon at Riverside's Plumber.
I mean, the good news is the delivery on that. If you add some jokes in there, that's not going to be bad because you're literally, I want you to go look up Kevin Nealon tonight because Kevin Nealon's delivery when he was the Weekend Update guy, he used to do a character called Mr. Subliminal. It literally was pretty smooth, but Kevin Nealon's ability to literally stay on task and drop in that.
Because I told myself, don't laugh, don't even smile. That's what I told myself.
Wait, you were going to come into an interview with me?
Yeah.
And not smile?
Not even, bro. I was going to put sunglasses on. I had notes.
Brother, that's not going to happen, man. There's literally... Like,
okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
If you were in a bank robbery and the gunman has got the gun at your head, and he's saying, stay down, do you get up or do you stay down?
Depends. So here's what I do.
You can only, it's either get up or stay down. He's got the gun to your head. Get up or stay down.
I'm getting up. Here's why. Stay down right now. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you going to assassinate me with your fucking fake ass gun over here?
Hey, shout out to Stay Down. He caught on to that. But
I just want to point this out. What you got was what I would do with the robber because I was just like, what do you think is going to happen? There's a reason why when I was in fucking like grade school, elementary school, a lot of these guys who I talked to in jiu-jitsu and MMA, they're like, oh, I had 40 different fights when I was a kid. I was like, I had 0. Do you know why? This. Because half the time somebody would be like, I want to fight you. I'd be like, really? I would roast them so hard as the circle's forming, they'd fucking be like, fuck, all right. They'd walk away. Because guess what? That's my weapon. So if somebody's got this to hand, I'd be like, what are you trying to do, man? Like, what are we doing here? If they shoot me, like, I might be the person that goes, what are you going to do? Stab me? Stabbing victim. Like, that I think is my...
I knew you were going to say that. So if bullets are flying and you're safely bunkered down, do you get up or do you stay down?
You think bullets flying at me?
Yeah, you're safely bunkered down. Do you get up or stay down? Bullets flying. Safely bunkered.
I'm glad that we're having this discussion. What I want to end on is your ability, the audacity to come into this interview and think like, oh, I was going to no-sell RAF shit and me look at you and go, try. Because the way you do competition is the way I do this. So I'd be like, no, you're going to laugh. You're going to do something. There's no way you won't.
I'm new to this. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it down.
But this dude literally being like, I'm going to show in like I'm at the World Series of Poker. Just keep my head down. I was like, fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I already saw you looking at the camera half the time for that. So I was just like, no. I know you're directly talking to the camera here, Jim Carrey. I know exactly what you're trying to do, but you may have noticed you stared at me a few more times.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. It was a good try. But in the future, just know, just like there are levels to jiu-jitsu, there's levels to being the host.
All right,
Tyler. I'm happy for you, brother.
Hey.
I'm glad to see you. I know everything's good. It's been a pleasure to see you, and we're so happy to have you back, brother.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am here with Efren Guerrero. I am excited to talk with you, sir. It is a pleasure to have you chat with us for a little bit. How is everything going for you today, sir?
It's going great. I mean, coming out to this event and seeing you guys put jiu-jitsu in the eyes of the public is awesome.
We're trying, man. We wanted to put you out on display, and I'm sure you probably had some grandma, some aunts, some uncles, some tios looking at the grappling over here and being like, did they just kill that murder robot? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
So did you get a chance to do our robot?
I have not. A bunch of kids were on it. They were hogging it, so it's a cool toy. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude. I wanted to have some people murder the robot. We were looking for the most creative ways to do that, but let's talk about you. Yeah. I want to ask about you. If somebody has never seen you compete before, how would you describe your jiu-jitsu?
I describe it calculated and explosive. I mean, I like to make a show, and I think that's what got me on this card, you know? Just going out and doing super fights, showing what I got, and you just get contacted for more and more.
Very nice, very nice. So is this your first time competing with us, or have you competed with us before?
So I just fought Ray on the last one.
That is correct.
Brown belt versus the black belt, and I'm doing it again.
Did you like that the last time? Because Ray is he's a seasoned vet, but you had a great match with him. So are you looking forward to doing this time again?
Absolutely. I'm here to do the impossible twice, you know?
Hey, man, you know what the nice part is? That's the only way it happens. Who's trying to have small dreams whenever they're doing this?
Exactly.
So for you, I want to get to know you a little bit better. What do you do when you're not training? Like, what does a regular day that's off the mats look like for you?
Oh, man, I mean, just working out, keeping the life afloat. That's really about it. I do everything on the mats. I'm there in the morning. I'm there for coaching in the afternoons. So I'm really not off the mats.
So you're not off the mat. So you don't go home, you don't rest. Like, what are you doing when you go home?
I go home and try to hit recovery. I'm either doing some kind of physical therapy with my trainer. I'm going to my massage therapist. I'm going to Salt and Light and Wellness, you know. Anywhere I can go to recover so I can get on the mats again as fast as I can.
So really, you're just a guy who's obsessed with training is really what it is.
Martial artist through and through.
Got you. Okay, how long have you been training now?
It is a decade this year. And
hey, congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What brought you to training initially?
So initially it was wrestling. I was a big football player, and the wrestling coach, small little guy, told me like, hey, if you can get past me, you don't have to try the wrestling team. And long story short, I didn't get past him. He threw me around like a rag doll. So it was a great experience, and it got me hooked right away.
So you're not a small dude either. Like, were you 6'1" at this time? Like, how tall are you?
Yeah, I was a senior in high school. I was 6'2". I was around like 220 pounds, and he was tossing me around. He was like a 145er.
Yeah.
No problem doing all types of ashigaramis, twists and turns.
You know, hey, you don't know that those small moments are going to have big implications on you. So what hooked you once you got into the gym, though?
Once I got into the gym, it was really competing. You know, I didn't have a good win streak right away. It was a lot of losses back to back to back, but it made that first win so addictive that now I'm chasing the dragon for the rest of my life.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. I totally understand that. For you, what was that first win experience like? Because you mentioned it, you had to earn it. So take me back to that. What was that first match win like for you?
It was actually the first time I stepped up to varsity. The 195er couldn't make weight that week. He stepped down, and they said, hey, it's senior night. You're a senior. You're not really varsity level, but let's throw you in there so you can get some exposure. And it was the first time I just got a head and arm throw, pinned him on the mat, and it felt glorious, man. It felt glorious.
Nice. Okay, so that was wrestling, right?
Yeah.
How'd you find your way to jiu-jitsu then?
Right away going into a jiu-jitsu gym, just typed in jiu-jitsu on Google, went to 3 or 4 gyms, and one of them got me.
Hold on. You were the mythical person that just Googled jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
You didn't research anything. You didn't know this guy's good, that guy's good. You just said like, hey, let's see if one of these 5 different places works.
Yep, exactly.
Wow. Okay, so marketing people, it can work.
Yes.
You really need to invest in good SEO searches. Having said that, when you got in the gym, what hooked you there? Because you said competition for wrestling. Not everybody has to compete in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you're going to be that guy who goes, no, I want to get in on that. So what was the hook for you? Was it the same?
It was just wanting to see if it was really a threat, you know? Like with the wrestling, you feel like a dominator in the gym, and you want to see some people that are actually going to give you a good fight. And getting in there in some of the small scale tournaments, you realize like, this is a different beast. We got a whole different thing to learn.
Yeah. Okay. So when you got in there, it was kind of learning the talent acquisition of, oh, there are some dudes who are going to give me a hard time. I respect this now.
Absolutely.
But you were, I'm pretty sure, probably trying to bully people as much as you could with some good wrestling at that time, right?
Yeah, just trying to melt people and, you know, get guillotine here or there.
Oh, man. I mean, the weird part to me is that you're a tall dude. So, like, I don't know if you do the same, but, like, literally, I can't even interview people without being like, all right, he's tall. We can't do this with him.
Right.
We got to do this. You're not even trying to shoot in on me. I'm just like, just so we know in case this kid's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
But for you, if that is the case and you do have that going on for you, when you were learning that, yeah, guillotines might have stopped you, but what was the first submission that you ended up learning?
The first submission I ended up learning actually was the straight arm lock from side control. My coach at the time was like, hey, you pinning everybody, obviously. So let's start to get that knee on the belly, start straightening those arms, and, you know, be mean, get a knee on the face to get that arm lock. So.
Oh, you're one of those. Okay, got you. Okay, that makes more sense with your last competition. Okay, now that I'm putting it all together there, that really does do that. Okay, so for that, you ended up doing that. That becomes it. What was your first jiu-jitsu competition like?
It was an immediate loss, and that was really it. I mean,
was it a white belt one?
It was a white belt one, absolutely.
So how long before you got in competition for jiu-jitsu then?
Right away. I hadn't even graduated yet. I think my last wrestling match had to be in January or February.
Okay.
And then by April, I was already trying a gym out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so that fast tracked it. What do you think made you want to stay with jiu-jitsu? Because, yeah, okay, maybe you don't get to wrestle as much anymore, but what was like the appeal of staying and doing this?
I just love the extra aspect. It's still wrestling. It's still grappling.
Sure.
We're still moving around. I'm still taking people down. Even the guard pullers, you're wrestling them a little bit, hand fighting. So there was still my favorite aspect of grappling, but now there's these things, submissions, trying to get around those, trying to learn them, and it's much more satisfying than a pin, let's be honest.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes, I'll be honest with you, I got some of my guys who wrestled, and I'm just a pure jiu-jitsu guy. I didn't really wrestle at all. And we do a thing, because I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, where I will literally count a pin if I get it.
Wow.
And the reason I do it is this. So, like, I'm literally counting like a 1, 2, 3, and then like kick out or something, like pro wrestling. But the reason I do it is because I tell them, if you're comfortable with your shoulders on the mat and you're competing, you're going to get points scored on you. I need you moving. So I want them to not be comfortable in that spot and try to find their underhooks, try to find their frames and get out of that position. So nothing's worse than being like, sorry, kid, I pinned you. And I didn't wrestle. And the worst was yesterday I had one of my guys where I go, hey, what's one move you don't want me to catch you with? Occasionally it's a game I play with them where I go, tell me the one move you don't want to catch with, and I catch them with that move. So I'll literally be like, oh, I'll kill heaven and earth to get this armbar if they said no armbar. One of my kids yesterday goes, a cradle? And I was like, done. And I hit this poor kid with a cradle, and he's like, dude, coach, why? I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. And I was like, hey, one day you're going to do it to people too. I go, but you know what I'm trying to do to you. So if you could stop it, your jiu-jitsu's getting better. If you're not stopping it, we have fundamental things we have to finish. And now that I know what you couldn't do, I know how to fix it.
Yeah.
So
that's a huge part of the coach, seeing those.
Trying, bud. But like sometimes it's just like, you know, when you have these white belts or blue belts, these guys on these early part of their journey, and you go, everything's wrong. So you're just like, what can we focus on that will give them wins quicker, where they can see the progress faster? So for you, what has it been like as a coach? Because you have your own, is it your own gym that you have now?
Owner, yeah.
You're a part owner. Congratulations on that. But what has it been like being a coach for you, and what is important for you as a coach?
I just really focus on that, getting 1% better every day. That means all types of different things for people. I have people that are trying to do front rolls for the first time, and it takes weeks for them, where I got other guys trying to do Imanari rolls on people live in rolls, you know? So whatever that 1% means, I'm chasing it with you. I'm side by side chasing that 1% growth every single day.
I love hearing that, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're a part owner, because I like having current competitors also as part of the coaching staff in a big way. So that is a huge, huge thing where kids can probably look up to you and be like, oh, I want to compete because coach is competing, so I can get out there too. So let me ask this, man. If people are going to come watch you, give them a reason they should come watch you and what they can expect at the Subversiv on September 5th. That is your camera right there. And then tell the people where they can come train with you as well, sir.
So I'm going to be a focused competitor, and my focus is to chain up submissions. I'm not looking for a positional scramble. I'm looking for the end results, and that's really what I want to showcase on this mat.
Great.
You can see me at Efren Guerrero on Instagram, just EFREN GUERRERO, and then Solidarity South as well.
Efren, it was a pleasure to get to talk with you, sir. I look forward to seeing you back on those mats. It's going to be a blast, September 5th. Hey, don't go anywhere, you guys. Thank you so much for watching along. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you back here real soon. Well, you can tell it's getting late in the night because Kenny is here. The shirt is off, but the talking is on. Kenny, how you doing, brother?
Oh, so wonderful to see you tonight.
It's good to see you, brother. I mean, you look in great shape as always. What is new with you, my man?
So much exciting stuff, mainly because of my great training partner, Tyler. He's been doing breathing with me, teaching me a lot about how to be more relaxed as a competitor. I'm so excited to try to perform in front of people and bring this new energy about.
Well, you always have intensity to what you're doing, but I guess I would be remiss if I didn't ask, why the shirt off today? Like what was the purpose of it? Because you had a shirt on 2 seconds ago, but the shirt is off now.
That was our thing.
Oh, that was our thing. Because
well, I feel like I've got to live up to this standard. I've been drinking a lot of milk. I've been trying to get strong. I want to show it off. I've been working on my tan.
Okay, the tan is good. I was told last time that I needed to give you heads up so you could get the tan perfectly aligned.
I've been trying. I've been going to tanning beds.
Okay.
I've been going out in Mount Rubidoux more.
Okay.
It's very difficult for a person of my complexion.
For sure. Like that is definitely something that does happen. But for you, Kenny, I mean, you're always in good shape. So you got the goods, you might as well show it. But how is training like? How do you keep this up? Like, what do you need to do to keep this up, sir?
At Riverside MMA, we train all day and party all night. And thank God for my brother Tyler. You know, he really helps keep me focused, where I would party more than train.
Okay.
And everything's just been going so much fun. I'm so thankful to be part of this and to be able to perform in front of people and show the people all of the dynamics of grappling.
Beautiful. What are you excited about for this upcoming September 5th show? Because you've been on our shows before, you perform really well for us, but what makes this one uniquely exciting for you?
I hope I'm going to bring a different level of entertainment than in the past. In the past, I was very stuck on just trying to control people. Mm-hmm. And over the last few months as I've been training, I've been trying to open up my mind more and more. Tyler has been the biggest factor in that. I'm trying to really just be entertaining and stay active, just attack. So excited to show off everything that I've developed since the last time that I competed.
You know, I mean, again, when I went to go visit you guys, I got to see a different side of how you roll, because you weren't trying to slap me, thank you. But it was like a really cool, methodical way that I saw you roll. And it was really cool to see the balance between competitive you and gym you. And gym you, you're very curious. You were kind of watching me the same way I was learning and seeing what you like to do. And it was such a different balance that I was like, oh, this is what he's like with his guys, when he's training with them, where you really do a great job of observing and trying to incorporate that into your roles. And I could see even when you were rolling with the other guys, like a really solid training partner. So that was really cool to see that different side of you, my man. So with
that, happy to hear that. I'm so thankful for all the guys we have in Riverside MMA. We got like 40 guys in the room. I got people of all different sizes and styles trying to attack me, and it's really helping me be a better competitor. And I want to be able to show all my students that the technique we're teaching them is legitimate.
Well, I mean, definitely, you could see that a lot of times. And I would say this. I mean, if they just see your training regimen, because sometimes I see what you're lifting, bro, and I'm like, I mean, that's definitely going to work. I don't care how good or not good you are. That man who's putting that much weight on him additionally as he's doing some pull-ups and chin-ups, oh my goodness, that's exhausting, sir.
I just listened to the Whitney Houston version of the Star Spangled Banner.
Is that
I'm ready to hit a PR every time?
Is that the motivator right there?
There's a lot of ways that I could hit the adrenaline.
Okay.
Whitney Houston's Star Spangled Banner, that is absolutely the best version of that song in the history of the world. No other woman has hit the high notes like that. That makes me love America more than anything ever.
Let's be honest, it is one of the greatest of all time. There's no disputing that. Like, when I hear that version of that, of the America, you know, like, you think about it and you're like,
when people talk shit about America, you're ready to fight.
Well, the good news is most of the people who hear that in unison are usually like, yay, good. So you're not necessarily being like, what'd you say about America? Whitney Houston got me jacked, fam. We're about to fight. Like, no. The good news is getting to hear this puts more and more context. Because to me, I don't know what you're listening to. I just see you lifting and I see this giant.
You think I'm just a Trump guy, but let me tell you, sir, I am a libertarian.
Are you a libertarian?
Absolute freedom for all.
Good for you, sir.
Defend children, but absolute freedom for all. That is,
as you should. Yes. I'm trying to bring up the amount of weight that you're putting on. Is this weight belt? Because I look, as you have it on, you're still posing, bro. Still happening here. The best part is this. We have monitors that are meant for me to see what the picture looks like. You are busy doing this and being like, wait, are we getting this right?
The people aside of what they're going to see September 5th. Come see American Grappling live. This is where you're going to see Ginger Power.
Ginger Power is good. You should really go with that one more honestly. And you know what? The nice part is, I would tell you this. If I lifted as much as you did, as much weight as you did, I'd probably be doing these interviews without the shirt too. Not gonna lie. And I did, you know, it's very funny. When we did do the interview, there was a part of me that's like, do I do the part with no shirt too? And then I go, no, I think they're good on their own.
Give me my time to shine.
Well, absolutely. You guys all have great physiques. So you're like, I don't need to get in the way. They're doing just fine on their own.
I would outshine us with a comedy.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's my gift. But I would tell you this. You are working on that. I've been asking people what they've been doing when they're not on the mats. What have you been doing when you're not on the mats recently, sir?
Been drinking a lot of milk, trying to learn how to breathe, how to be a normal person.
Okay.
I'm normally probably a little bit too much on the aggressive, intense side.
Okay.
And my training partner, Tyler, has taught me just to be a little bit more in the moment. We listen to Wim Hof multiple times every single day. I hyperventilate myself and then freak out and have all these weird memories. And it's gonna help me bring the thunder.
Wait, hold on. That got like specifically like someone.
It's helped me so much. I heard him talk about how he would hold his breath because he was so sad his wife died or whatever, and he was like trying to kill himself. I'll hold my breath too and take all my pain. Say, I'm ready to die. This will be the moment. And then after a few seconds of holding your breath, and when you breathe in, it's so...
See, that's a different version than the one I heard maybe about 2 minutes ago. The one I heard 2 minutes ago was you being like, I bring up all this, I breathe a little bit, and then I remember, oh, I need to beat the hell out of this person. So that was the version I heard. And you know what, though? That's going to come into play because you're aggressive. You're great at what you do. We're stoked to see you back on the card. Here's what I want. That is your camera right there, sir. Tell the people where they can find you on the interweb and what they can expect from you on September 6th.
Riverside MMA. Follow me at Ken Means Weapon. I get this lean. I get these abs from OTS meals. That's all I eat every day. I can't wait to leave here and go home and eat a burrito from OTS meals. I'm so happy for this opportunity to be able to show my friends all that we train for. I'm going to show that what we do is legitimate and it works. America forever.
Jenny, I love you, brother. Hey, good to see you, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this man September 5th. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Andreas Fajardo. Andreas, it is a pleasure to have you here. I am happy I get to talk with you.
Yes, likewise.
But I'm very happy I get to talk with somebody who's got good taste. Lakers hat right here, brother.
Born and
you
raised.
got the number 8 right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised LA, grew up watching Kobe. I
one of my best memories as a kid going to a Laker game during Kobe's rookie year.
Oh my God.
With my dad. I remember when he got put in the game, my dad was freaking out. That's Kobe. That's the new guy. That's the new guy. So I remember this was back at the Forum.
Yeah.
In Inglewood.
Yeah.
So they were playing Utah Jazz, Karl Malone. I remember it all like perfectly. Yeah.
I mean, those are big moments in young men's life when they go to those things, especially with their pop.
Yeah.
You connect with them. You have these bonds forever. So good for you, man. And still rocking it to that day. Are you a Mamba mentality guy? Is that where it is?
100%. I mean, it's all in or it's nothing, right? So that's how I roll. I mean, when I get this, jiu-jitsu is a perfect example. I'm all in. Like, it's like, I'm in this game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, this is just who I am, so.
I mean, I love the fact that when I was a kid, I would just always kind of clown on him and be like, this dude ain't passing. And then a little bit later, you see these interviews, it's like, why am I going to pass to somebody who doesn't work as hard as me? And I was like, oh, that does change your perspective.
Yeah.
You know, you start to learn, like, he knows who's in practice.
Yeah.
He knows who's working with him. Sometimes the only person you can count on in that world is really yourself. And I go, I kind of get that now.
Yeah.
But I grew up as a big team guy, and I was like, Kobe's not going to be my guy initially.
Yeah.
But you grow to respect to be like, the minute he brought me a championship, I was like, come here.
Yeah.
Come here, my guy.
Yeah.
So,
and you elevate everybody else around you by bringing
You
the
have to
best
bring them
version.
up. Yes.
Yeah, the best version of yourself is going to bring the best version of other people.
So, okay. We talked a little bit. We got Kobe here. For you, is basketball the only thing you're watching when you're not doing jiu-jitsu? Do you got other sports
I'll be honest with you, I don't even watch a lot of basketball. I used to watch a lot of baseball, but honestly, right now,
off on baseball?
Yeah, I just train. I watch fights. I watch competitions, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, one championship, UFC. I
mean, that's plenty, dude.
Yeah.
Even watching a one FC, you're probably going to see 5 different fighting styles. So I get that.
Yeah.
For you, what are you doing when you're not doing any of that? Like when you're off, what are you doing on your off time?
Oh, my off time. I'm working. So I'm a personal trainer. I'm a coach. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. So, you know, it's eat, sleep, train, repeat. That's it. Like when I'm home, I'm just chilling with my family.
Good.
I'm like studying tape. I'm learning, and I keep it simple.
So you said you're a dad.
Yeah.
How old is your kid?
7 years old and 4 years old.
7 and 4. 2 boys?
Yeah, 2 boys.
Okay.
I'm about to be 4. November, but I
That's fine. You know what? We weren't going to ask for an ID here.
Yeah.
This isn't like you're trying to get like, no, he's still underage. That counts for a kid's meal.
Disneyland doesn't know that he's that. He goes in for free. Yeah.
Smart man.
Yes.
See, that's a good dad.
Yes.
Very, very smart stuff there. For you, so you're trying to find time. You'll probably be looking for tape studies and stuff like that when you're off there.
Yeah.
Like, how often are you tape studying a week? Like, what are you looking at? Like, what is your process when you tape study?
I mean, I'm always studying in terms of like, I'll watch my footage. I'll watch other people's footage. If I have a fight or a competition coming up, I try to find the footage, try to see what their habits are, some areas that I could, exploit, and then vice versa. I mean, amount of time, I try to do it. I don't have like I have to do 5 hours a week or something. I'm just like, I have downtime. I got to do something productive. If I'm not training, because I train 2 to 3 times a day. I'm tired. I'm resting. I'm working. In between time, I got to fill that with something productive.
Yeah.
Idle hand is the devil playground. So,
oh, dude, I tell people this all the time. Yeah. They're like, why are you so busy? I was like, because I don't like being bored. I got to do stuff.
100%. When I'm sick and I'm forced to stay home, I'm miserable. I'm like, I got to get out of here. I can't do it. Like, my wife will tell you, like, oh, I can see it. I can see it. You got to get out.
I tell people this because recently, I love movies and TV and all that sort of stuff. But I tell people sometimes it's hard for me to sit down and watch a full movie because I'm doing other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's like a movie I know by heart, like a 90s action film, like I could put on The Rock, no problem. Do work. I know the lines and I'm even reciting it being like, oh, she was the prom queen. Like I know all that stuff, right? But if I'm watching a new movie I've never seen, it literally takes me like 5 hours because I'm like, wait, go back. Hold on, I was doing something.
Yeah.
Hold on. What did she say? Who is that person?
Yeah.
So like I gotta start, stop, and I just tell people I'm like, oh, I've turned into such a bad moviegoer.
Yeah.
But it's because I can't stay still. I gotta do stuff
100%.
to get other work done.
100%.
So I feel that with you. Okay, great. Let me ask this. For you, somebody who maybe hasn't seen you compete before, how would you describe your jiu-jitsu style?
I mean, I go out there and I just leave it out on the mat. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. A lot of transitions, I mix it all up, wrestling, leg locks, passing, back takes, all of it. I'm I'm not afraid of any one particular area. So I'm gonna go wherever the current takes me, and I'm gonna look to sail that current well. You know, so that's my style.
Very nice, very nice. So what makes you kind of want to compete for us here at Subversiv? Because we're a unique thing. We've got like DJs, we got a hell of a rowdy crowd. Like, what's the appeal of coming to compete with us, sir?
I think it's so nice because it's almost like it's just it's like a house party with some backyard fights in it. You know, everybody knows that, oh, there's going to be some fights here. The music's going. People are cheering people on. It's close, intimate space. So it just looks like a fun, good time atmosphere where you're going to go in there, you're going to get sweaty, you might get a little bloody, but you're going to have a good time doing it, you know? So that's what I like about it.
We're going to have to put that on a t-shirt. You might get a little sweaty, a little blood, but it's what you want to do.
Exactly. Trademark.
Well, hold on. I changed it. If you noticed, I changed it just enough where legally that you can't come back and do the lawsuits here. You know, for you, I appreciate you coming here, you doing this with us. And, you know, I love getting to know people outside of this. So what is a hobby that you have that's outside of jiu-jitsu?
Oh, that's a great question. A hobby, well, funny enough, I used to DJ a lot. So that was my...
Really?
Yeah, so, I mean, I've worn so many hats. I DJ'd for years.
Oh, nice.
You know? But then as I got into more like personal training, I had to put that on the back burner because, you know, you wake up 4 a.m. to train a 5 a.m. client. I can't be DJing
10
a.m. to 2 a.m. But I still love music, you know? So whether it's finding new music, discovering music, making music, DJing music, that's what I love. You know?
All right, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
What is the DJ request song that you hated getting? What was the song that you'd be like, no, I can't play that, I don't have that?
Well, it's funny enough, it's not a song, it's just a genre. They're like, I'm DJing a party, people want to dance. They're like, can you play some heavy metal? I'm like, I can't play heavy metal.
No, sir.
Yeah, right now I'm playing some 90s, maybe some 80s freestyle. You want to ask me for like some Taylor Swift? All right, cool, I'll pop it in there. But 80s metal, that's just not the vibe, bro. Sorry, man. I
used to tell people never fully DJ'd, although my wife one day recommended me as a DJ for our friends. Because she just wanted to bring me. She's like, oh, they're tight on space. You're going to be a DJ. And I was like, what now?
There you go.
But I would always play the house mixes for our parties in college.
Yeah.
And it was usually because people were like, we trust your music selection.
Yeah.
So there was an era where people were like, hey, play Fergie. And I was like, I will not play her. And they're like, why? I was like, because she was a dick to my sister back in high school. So I was like, nah, fuck her. Oh, yeah, because I'm from Hacienda Heights.
Okay, yeah.
So they grew up around the same time. And I remembered, like, my sisters told me a story about her.
Yeah.
Like, she tried to threaten my sister and then found out who my older sister was. It was like, no, nobody touches her. And I'm like, why would you challenge somebody to a fight?
Yeah.
And then just be like, nobody touches her. And I go, this is so dumb.
That's crazy.
And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, it was during the heyday of like all of her and Black Eyed Peas stuff. So they're like, play this. I was like, fuck her.
Yeah.
I was like, never going to be played on my playlist. So people would come up and be like, you mess with my family. I have a right not to play it.
Exactly, yeah.
So, you know, unfortunately, when they blew up, people were like, yo, I love the Black Eyed Peas. I was like, who? I don't know who they are.
Well, that must have been a popular request because they were pretty big for a while.
Oh, they were huge. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And so the worst part is like, we'd be playing these plays and people would come up and they'd be like, I definitely want to hear Fergalicious or Glamorous. I'd be like, no. First of all, they're terrible songs.
Yeah.
I was like, no, just on principle.
Sorry,
yeah, exactly. I would tell them, oh, so sorry. Let me, you know what? Yeah, it's going to be played. Literally end of the night. They'd be like, I didn't play. I was like, it's on cue.
Yeah, it's on cue.
Oh, but I got to pack up. It's been fun.
Yeah.
All right. So now we've learned a little bit about you, the DJ. How important is a walkout song for you as a DJ then? Like how many songs do you have to go through to narrow it down for you?
That's a good question because I have always like 10 songs and I'm like, oh, I want to play this song. But I'm like, oh, but this is going to put me in that mood. But nah, this like makes me feel good. And then like on the way to the venue, I hear maybe a new song or a song that I forgot about. I'm like, oh, I should have put this on. So I just kind of put one, like it's usually like to get me in the mood for something. It's like Rage Against the Machine.
I feel you.
You know, get me in the mood. Okay, just put it on. It's going to get me in the mood no matter what atmosphere. I'm going to get in the zone. Put that one.
Well, make sure whatever it is, when you walk out on our stage, we got that giant panel.
Oh, yeah.
Just live it up. That is your moment. We tell people we want that WWE walkout experience. So
100%.
I want you making eye contact with people. I want you to enjoy your moment. Because that's the one moment that is uninterrupted and purely yours.
Yeah.
So if it's rage, live that moment. Make eye contact with people. Find your people. That's what I always tell people.
I'll put Fergalicious and I'll look at you as I do.
Brother, you know what? You're not even going to make it to the mats. I'm literally going to cut that off real quick because I have the kill button on mine.
Nice.
The benefits to being the executive producer of this one.
Right on,
and I can literally go, DJ Mike Murda,
cut it.
And I'm gonna be like, his next fight is with me. And there's nothing more vengeful than an angry executive producer who's like, I'm not good at jiu-jitsu, but now I'm angry, so I might be pretty good in this round.
Exactly, yeah.
Let me ask this, dude. Yeah. This is your camera right there. Yes. Can I get you to tell the people where to find you, where to follow along with you, and what can they expect on that September 5th date, sir?
Perfect. So Instagram, El Asesino Natural. You can find me there. September 5th, it's going down. I'm leaving it all on the mats, like we said. We're going to get sweaty. We're going to get bloody, but we're going to have a good time. And we're going to put on a show for you. I know my opponent's going to be ready. It's going to be a great time. We're looking forward to it.
Love that. And tell the people about Listo, sir. Why Listo?
Right here. Energy drink right here. This is the first time tasting it, but it tasted great. So they gave me a can. I gave them a follow. I'm going to be looking out for these. And check out my Instagram stories for the update probably tomorrow because it's too late.
Yeah. I was about to say, if you're drinking this energy drink now, you probably are going to DJ something real quick. Yeah. Well, I have to say, Andres, it was a pleasure to get to chat with you, my man. Watch this man September 5th. Don't miss out, you guys.
Let's go.
Ladies and gents, I am joined here by Adam Garcia. Adam, how are you doing, brother?
Doing very well.
It is a pleasure to get to chat with you. All right, Adam, we have some beef. I'm going to go ahead and air some beef. Do you want to get this out of the way right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Brother, why are you so jacked? I see every one of your photos in your Subversiv stories that they repost. Too jacked. You need to tone that down. We don't look like you, sir. So when I see that, I'm like, I don't want him on the card anymore. This dude's showing off. Too many muscles. Nah, let's cut him. So what's the issue? Why you got to flex on us like that?
One day I'm not going to have all this.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
I feel like right now you're a guy who keeps health as a forefront of what you like to live by.
If I'm being honest, God controls everything. I never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Fair.
And for right now, I want to enjoy what God's given me.
Good for you,
man. To
be
honest with you.
I mean, you're a good-natured person, so all your posts, very positive, very cool. So I can get behind that. It was just like, I saw the 5th no shirt selfie, and I was like, all right, bro, you can tone this down because I'm not going to share this on the page anymore. But I knew I'd get the chance to talk with you and chat with you about that. But nonetheless, very happy to have you on the card, man. What brings you to us? Like, what makes you want to compete for us at Subversiv?
If I'm being honest, I really, like I was telling Josh earlier, I really love what you guys are doing with the with jiu-jitsu in the community. I love how we are at we're in Whittier. It's an open food court. We're literally doing jiu-jitsu in the middle of a food court. And it's like, for this sport to grow, you need to take opportunities like this. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who may not have someone in their family or may not have somebody close to them who does this sport.
Yeah.
So for them to be able to come out here and see a young lady tap out a man, and they have a daughter who might be being bullied, I think that's amazing, and I feel very, very honored to represent a organization that's pushing such an important martial art on the public.
Well, we like that answer because for us, it is what we try to do. We try to be more than just a grappling organization where people go fight each other, slap each other, try to tap each other out. So that does make us feel very good. Thank you for that. I have another beef with you. Would you like to hear the second beef?
Yes,
okay,
please.
Fair enough. What's this watch, sir? Let me talk to you about this.
You know what?
What is this? What is this? Why? Listen, bro, do you see what I have on? This is called a whoop, okay? This is not stunting on anybody. This is trying to tell me what my sleep feels like. What is this? What do you got wearing right now?
You know what? I'm really lucky. I have a mom who works really hard, man.
Good for you, man.
And
I got you,
it's
brother.
a gift from her.
Hey, you know what? Can I tell you this, man? I just love the way that you have a connection to that, because when I saw that watch, I was like, bro, you're wearing this at a jiu-jitsu event? I wouldn't be around any of these tools, but it's a beautiful watch.
To be honest with you, I just got off of a 10-hour work shift.
Oh my goodness, where do you work, sir?
I work at Anaheim Hyundai.
Oh, you okay?
As a service advisor.
Okay.
I do on average about 55 hours a week. I I love it though.
Yeah.
I help people get their cars right.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a car. You gotta work.
Yeah.
Gotta make money. You gotta provide.
But brother,
hey yo, so if
55
anybody
hours.
needs their car fixed,
Hey man, get your fucking plugs in where you can, dude. Because I was about to tell you, I was like, my car's been on the Brits, but we're good right now. But maybe in the future, maybe that's where I'm going. Because I myself, you know, I always look at my car. It did one of these to me the other day where I turned it and it just did a and I go, no, no, you don't. And I literally realized I was like, maybe I didn't turn it the right way.
Not today, say it.
No. I literally, because I was like, dude, I got to drive to Vegas for PGF. I was like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
But the amount of nerves I was on the whole time, like, you better not.
I
Like,
believe it,
I got the Joe Jackson spirit in me being like, you better not. I will beat the living life out of you, car. It's been fine since.
Oh,
but
man.
good to know I've got some friends out this way. Where are you based out of for that?
I'm sorry?
Where are you based out of for that?
Anaheim.
Anaheim. Okay,
Yes, sir.
great.
Right off of Ball Road.
So, okay, where's the home gym for you?
Checkmate La Habra, brother.
Checkmate La Habra. So
Checkmate
that's
La
why you know
Habra.
Rich, and that's probably going to explain the good passing, the savage amount of rounds, brother. Like we do our research. We try to know a lot about our guys. So when we get recommendations like you, we're like, damn, we got to look out for this guy. So for us, we love seeing that sort of stuff.
Thank you.
What I would ask for this is, what are you doing when you're off the mat? So when you're not working 55 hours, when you're not training probably a lot of jiu-jitsu and then lifting too many weights, what are you doing, man? What does an off day look like for you?
Usually an off day.
No, don't do this. You can't subtly show the arm after I've complimented you. No, listen, brother. Oh, okay, I want to make sure. Hold on. What you just saw was exactly the bullshit that this dude does on his social media, which is why I'm giving him shit. This is not unfounded. It's not like, oh, Raf's just picking on this dude. Nah, this dude's flexing every morning.
Hey, I deserve all
you
the beef. I
can.
deserve all
I'm
the
just
beef.
letting you know.
I deserve it.
I am right, and I know that I'm right. But tell the people what you do on your days off, sir.
My days off, usually doing the laundry, doing my very best to help my wife, man. She's amazing. She's the reason why I get to do all this stuff, man. She really holds it down for the kiddos and for myself and for the home, the pets.
What kind of pets you got, bro?
We got a cat, we got a dog, we got a fish, we got a turtle.
What kind of dog do you have?
She's mixed, actually. She's mixed with Malinois and Rottweiler.
Okay, word.
Yeah,
Okay.
50-50.
Nice.
But she's a wonderful dog. I love her. But usually on my days off, man, I'm trying to get the house ready, trying to get dinner ready, trying to get the laundry done, trying to get the bed sheets done, brother. I take the kids to school on my days off. I pick them up from their after school programs. You know, I do my best to be a family man on my days off. I do my best to let my wife know, like, I got her back.
Good for you. You mentioned dinner. All right, talk me through. What's a dinner? What are you cooking for dinner?
You know, my wife keeps us in check, bro. So she keeps us in super check. We do a lot of shopping at Trader Joe's,
Good,
a lot of shopping at Costco. But as far as like dinner goes, man, we got steak. We're doing salmon. We're doing chicken. My wife and my daughters love shrimp. I'm not a shrimp guy.
You're not a shrimp guy?
I'm not a shrimp guy, man.
Okay.
I see these weird memes and these weird Instagram posts on how shrimp is like a bottom feed. I'm not down.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not down with shrimp.
Hold on. So the memes are telling you not to have shrimp? That's where you went?
Dude, shrimp's gross, bro, from what I understand.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My mom even has, when my mom cooks shrimp,
Okay.
she says there's a little slither on the top and you got to pull it out because that's her poo-poo.
Oh my God. Okay, listen, I didn't know.
I'm telling you, brother.
I didn't know that's
Lobster, shrimp, a lot of the seafood critters are not. They're gross.
You know what it is? This dude came out with the ultimate like trump card of like, hey, you know what? I don't want to eat fish and because they gross. Am I right? I gotcha. There's some like they be pooping too. Like, bro, I don't ask how the chicken's made. I still have chicken. You know what I mean?
Amen.
I'm just saying. But you go to Trader Joe's, so you're going for a better scale of
A
that.
lot of protein. We're doing a lot of protein throughout the week.
Okay. What's your best dish right now? Gun
What
to head.
I cook?
Yeah. What's your best dish?
Ribeye.
A ribeye.
Ribeye steak,
Okay,
brother.
I see you. Okay.
Ribeye steak, brother, all day.
All right.
Come
Tell,
through.
tell me what we're seasoning. What are we doing on that ribeye, sir?
We keep it simple.
Okay.
Salt and pepper.
That's it? Brother, what are you, what? Okay.
Some butter?
Okay, you know what? All right.
On the skillet?
Beef 3. Here's where we're going, fam. I believe you, but I gotta see it. Because the thing is, I know certain people can pull that off. All right? I'm not saying that. But you're talking to a dude when I do my meal prep because I'm trying to be bored. I'm trying to be like somebody here, okay?
I appreciate
So I'm trying to get that. But you know how I do that? I gotta be on my shit. I gotta have the boring protein, get my meal preps in. I'm very disciplined about that, except on the weekends, which don't look at me when I eat here. So when I get on my shit, I very much concentrate on my stuff, but I'm very good about marinating my steak. Because what I like to do is I want to taste that flavor. If that's all the little protein I get, I want to be, I feel that. Okay. So when you just are like, I don't know, man, I just make a ribeye, just do a little steak with a little this, little that. I'm like, all right, I see what's gonna happen now. Your next super fight is with me. So that's what's happening right now, fam.
No. Bring your family.
Oh,
we'll take care of you.
This is a really good
dog outside though.
That's fine.
She'll get eat your food.
I love that. I love the fact that all I could hear as you were telling me this is I was like, all right, he's talking a good game. I'm hearing this dinner talk. I want to know what my man's cooking. You literally go, nothing, man. It's just good. And I go, maybe a good selection on the meat. Trader Joe's, that's not bad. Sometimes I go Whole Foods.
You know what?
Steak.
Look, I got to be honest with everybody. I do my ribeyes from Sater Brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
Sater Brothers on Kalima.
I got no beef.
Rolling Heights.
Rolling Heights?
That's my spot. That's where I get my ribeyes.
I grew up in Hacienda Heights, so I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. Yeah, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I'm a 626 for life, bro.
Wow.
So even though now I live in Burbank, like I grew up Hacienda Heights. That was my hood. So
know your roots, bro.
Bro, they know. Like, listen, Whittier could feel me back here, bro. That's why the worst part is when they started to be like, "Yo, we're gonna bring lowriders back," and I was like, "Yo, you about to hear the old voice of me?" Like, I don't think you guys are ready for old rap.
Hey, you guys don't know this, but he's got makeup on the teardrop on his eye right now.
Dude, the worst part is we have a lot of our kids. But there's a very nice young man. He's all 18, 19, who's one of my students, and he just did this. He goes, "Coach?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, so like, what are you?" And I go, "Oh, he's trying to ask me like what ethnicity." And I just go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Like, what background are you?" And I was like, "Ooh, good job, kid."
Yeah.
Because I was about to be real racist here for a second. I was like, "Oh man, I'm Mexican." He goes, "Really?" And then the other kid right behind him just goes, "You talk white, bro." And I was just like, "Oh,
I was gonna tell you."
Oh wow, beef 4. Wow,
Your speech is so,
bro.
Your
you know
speech
what?
is so great.
People who are Mexican and from the hood can't speak well, though I'm not from the hood. Hacienda Heights is a very nice place. But I can tell you, they have good articulation, too. I've worked with lots of people all over the place. Now I just knew. I was like, I came over here wanting to yell at this man for being too in shape. Now this dude's being like, I mean, you talk like a white dude. I don't know about that, bro. So,
no, it's so funny. Like, so I grew up in Moreno Valley. I grew up in Riverside. I grew up in Vista, California. Lot of culture, you know?
Yeah.
And my best friend at work, his name is Josh. I sit right next to him.
Yeah.
And he always makes this joke. He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna tell everybody you're the paisa from Irvine." He's like, "Cause you speak so well."
Brother, the best part is,
I'm like, "Yo, you better watch it."
I was about to,
Valley, you know what I mean?
I want to tell people, I'm like, there's a reason why we used to say amongst ourselves, me and my boys, we'd be like, "Yo, did you bring home a girl from the 909? You don't do that, fam. Not here. We don't do that." And so we got our own jokes, so we know how that is.
That's cold on the 909.
Hey, they know. 909. When I was single, y'all did me dirty. I'm gonna say that right now. You know who you are,
bro.
Let me say this. That is your camera right there. Tell the people where they can follow you. Tell the people where they can find you, and tell the people what they can expect from you on September 5th, sir.
What's up, everybody? First of all, if you guys can please give a follow to Subversiv. They've been such a great organization to me, and I really appreciate everything they do for me, putting my name out there. If you want to follow me, my Instagram username is going to be Adam F_Garcia. You're more than welcome to follow me. My profile's public. You know, I really enjoy doing my best to motivate people, and I really appreciate everybody who shoots a follow, and really appreciate everybody who follows my journey in this, not only the you know, the jiu-jitsu game, but also the MMA game. I also have a YouTube channel. If you want to look me up on YouTube, my YouTube username.
Wait, you don't know what it is?
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, I know what it is, but
wait, why are you looking?
It's just a little bit difficult to find it sometimes because I'm not popular on YouTube. You know?
That's fine, but you know what? Don't tell them that. That's how you get more popular.
Hey, I'm an honest guy. I'm an honest guy. A lot of my YouTube channel is just really like me and my family, just doing cool shit. You know, Hawaii, Disneyland, stuff like that. It's gonna be under Voodoo Production, VUUDUU Production. Feel free to shoot me a follow. You know, I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And then, one last thing. Yeah. Richard Valdez.
Oh, don't shout him out, brother. We're not. No, we're not. He's on the payroll. I'm not doing any of that.
Amen to that.
That dude did not. He did not buy that sponsorship, so we ain't shouting out any part of that.
Fair enough.
I have to tell you this, man. It's been a pleasure to get to talk to you. I'm stoked you're going to be on our card. You're good people. I love the content you're doing. Keep up the great work, dude. Thanks, and you know what's great is like we love seeing people get their opportunities to go out there and do their thing, and I feel like you're going to be one of those people to grab that opportunity. So I'm very much looking forward to you to doing your thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching this. Don't go anywhere. We got so much more for you guys on this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a standout here. My man Jared was just at beach wrestling earlier today. I didn't even ask you how it went. Sir, how did beach wrestling go today?
Beach wrestling is dope. It is a really cool sport. I took second. I lost 1-0 in the finals, but I did qualify for the World Championships in Egypt.
Congratulations. That's a huge thing. Because I saw you put up that you're trying to cut, and I knew you had to come here for media obligations. Yeah. And I thought to myself, I was like, oh my God, that's a busy day for that man. Yeah. So I was hoping maybe it'd be tomorrow, but being able to compete and then make your way out here, props to you, sir. You're a beast for being able to make that happen.
Thank you.
So, so at beach wrestling, you're not able to walk out in your bear costume.
Yeah.
So does that take away a little bit of the power? Or like, do you just mentally visualize yourself in the bear costume? Like, what's going on?
I just load up on honey before. I don't even worry about it. Royal jelly.
It's just so funny to me because the presentation for beach wrestling is so different, and I'm so intrigued by it. But then I remember the days when like I'd go to the beach and wrestle with my friends, and I'm like, yeah, dude, that sand. After a certain point, after about like 5 minutes of beach wrestling, you're kind of like, okay, that was good.
Yeah.
Let's go back to mats and train on mats.
Yeah, for real. It's like in every crevice in my hair. It's like in my eyes.
Because the other thing is, I'm just now so spoiled with mats.
Yeah.
That I like, why would we ever do it any other way?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
With my vibe, like it's so nice to be in the sand, be in the ocean, like just going and dunking my head after every match, and just like I love the salt. Yeah, like I love being outside in the sun. It's just super.
It's a recharge, dude. Yeah, for you being able to go out there, you're a very outdoors person. It makes sense. Like I totally get it. I'm just thinking the competitor side of me. Bro, I don't know what happened. Somebody was helping me fix my car recently. I don't know where I got off. I don't know why I was so dumb. I wore a wife beater out on some of the hottest days in California. I had sunburn. And dude, I went back that night after being out for 4 to 5 hours. I was training. Somebody on a 10-round Tuesday has my shoulders on the mat. And I was just like, oh no, I know what I did. That's my fault. So I always wonder when I go outside now, I'm like, I don't think I'd be a good competitor for beach wrestling.
It is legit the worst thing to have a sunburn and roll. Like I was thinking of that today. I'm like, if I get burned, I'm not rolling for like 2 days.
No. And dude, the amount that I had to go back to our bathroom to be like, do we have any aloe gel or anything that I could put on this? Yeah. And I felt bad because I went up to people who were about to compete and they're like, Coach, are you going to work with me? And I go, yeah. Just coaches working top pressure. Coach is not going to let you pass guard like you normally would. So yeah, I'm just gonna be real fat and on top of you. Just deal with that. So what does it feel like going back and forth between those two? Because not everybody does that. Like you're somebody who's going back and forth, competing all these different rule sets and styles.
Yeah, I like that a lot, man. Like so it's funny because I never ever take the time to learn rule sets. I just go out and smash. Like seriously, and it's almost my thing where it's like I'm going to do Masters Worlds in the gi at the end of the month. And so like I just like switching up with combat jiu-jitsu, ADCC, IBJJF, like doing it in the gi, doing it in no gi. I like wrestling, beach wrestling. It's like I just know that it all goes into like who I am as a person, my skill set. So it's like putting myself in all these different uncomfortable positions is only going to make me more adaptable in any situation, you know?
Well, you're somebody who's been exciting for us, and we're a whole different beast than beach wrestling or other format styles that you've done before.
Yeah.
And dude, what I love about you is I love being able to see, I heard that you're going to be on Desert Duels as well.
Oh, I am so excited about Desert Duels. I'm glad you brought that up, man.
Absolutely, dude. I just interviewed Bryce, and we had a great conversation, and I'll tell you off air something a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I had brought you up, and I was like, hey, man, if you're bringing people like you on there, that's the perfect person because you're going to get a return on your investment. He's good people. He's easy to work with. And we just had this nice conversation about you and the event. So tell people in case they don't know what that is.
Absolutely.
Like,
shout out to Bryce too, because just such a wholesome dude, really supportive of what I'm doing with veterans and plant medicines, and just it's a nonprofit event, and he's just looking to give veterans a stage to shine. I mean, this event's at the UFC Apex, but even bigger than that, it's the second event, and I can just really see how high level these quintet formats could really get for the Army versus the Marine Corps versus the Air Force versus, it's just like, I mean, this is gonna really, I think it could really blow up, and I plan to be a big part in
so
that out there.
I explained to him because I didn't know that at first he looks like a dude who could have been in the service.
Yeah,
he told me he wasn't.
I was like, surprised me too.
I legit thought oh bro, you fooled me. I thought you were.
Yeah, same.
So then I was telling him on the air in our interview, I said, what's really wild is I used to work at the Tonight Show, and one of my favorite shows we did every year was our military show for our Thanksgiving show. And for whatever reason, our producers were like, let's have them compete against each other, which is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because we asked them to do certain things like opening a can opener and trying to who can do it fast, like it's a relay course of multiple things that are all like Thanksgiving dinner things. Because they were respecting and serving their branches, we had dudes who were punching through, their arms bleeding, and you're like, guys, this is for bragging points.
Yeah.
We're not paying you.
Yeah, when I had a super fight and set up originally, and then I went and trained with Bryce at Extreme Couture, and I'm just like, hey man, I talk with the guy on our team, I talk with my opponent, everyone's super cool, and I'm just like, I want to be on the quintet with Martin Thomas is one of Fretz and Pachal's black belts, which I'm a purple belt under Fretz and Pachal. I'm just like, I got my blue belt in front of Martin Thomas. He's a major in the Marine Corps. He's just he's one of my freaking idols. It's like a coach. He's a Masters World Champion, and it's just I want to compete with him. And everybody was cool with it. And he's like, I don't really want to stack the teams. It's not about that. But it's I'm just listen, man, this event can get very, very competitive, very fast, and I'm going to go out there and I'll put on a show, and it's going to be respectful, and it's going to be all the things, but it's going to be cutthroat, and I promise you want me there. And he's like, all right, I'll do it.
I love that sell, man. Good for you. I'm glad you did that because I remembered you were on a super fight.
Yeah.
And I didn't care either way. I said, just as long as you're on the card.
Yeah.
But there was a part of me that was like, he's a good... if I'm the guy, I can't help but think like a coach.
Yeah.
I can't help but think like a promoter.
Yeah.
And I can't help but think like a competitor.
Yeah.
And there's 3 different wants. I think you check all those 3 different boxes where I'd be like, I'd have him on my team.
Yeah.
Good stopper, good attacker, good for morale, a vet, somebody that you could depend on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of checks that you box off.
And the other thing for me too, and getting in that space, because it's important for me not only to compete with Martin and on that team and on the Marine Corps team and his pride and everything like that, but it's to put myself out there on this type of stage is going to help me to push the veterans, plant medicines.
Yes.
I've really found a groove in these really good organizations, really wholesome organizations that will help a lot of people and are helping a lot of people. Men's groups, it's a whole different vibe than what the VA can offer, and what it really is going to take a community of people to push this type of healing that vets, men, they really truly need, and it makes me so happy.
And you're right. These are the right partners to align with, and you get a couple at bats that night. It's just more time, more face time to get that message up. And if they even put a microphone in front of you, that's more time to just say your message, get out there, continue doing it. And for me, you know, it was great, man. You and Noah, you came out last time. Noah's a beast. I love the camaraderie. I was like, it's so funny because we had, before you, it was Noah versus Kamoy, and it was just such a different vibe. Like, they're playing it up, obviously.
Right.
And I'm a pro wrestling fan, so I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, Kamoy does the whole pro wrestling thing going on.
Kamoy has...
which I get. He's got main character.
Kamoy's got pro wrestling attempts.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not quite there for a pro wrestling pull off.
Yeah, fair enough. You're a real pro wrestling fan, right?
Well, because I just look at it and I'm like, oh, it's like somebody who got the cliff notes on pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And it works for him.
Yeah, it's a kind of a mask. I see it. I get what he's doing with the main character and his promotion and everything, but it also is just kind of like, dude, you're being...
I mean, it's just silly. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I know you're going to train with him in 2 weeks, so this doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm entertained by it where I go, do what you need to do to sell the fight. Like, that's fine. As long as you guys don't push at each other and nothing physically happens, it's fine. They don't. We're good. You and Noah literally just were like, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? All right, we gonna do this, bro? Yeah. And I just like, I'm the guy behind the podium being like, this is almost wholesome. Like, these two bros are just like, let's go do this. Yeah. All right. Sounds cool.
Yeah, I swear, like, we had a soul contract for that fight. and it was wholesome, like you said. Yeah, it was really cool. You know, Noah is such a good competitor. I also feel like in a lot of ways, I look back at that match and I'm like, God, there's so many lessons for me to learn. I came out really aggressive, you know, like it's too aggressive. And I like really respect the way that he poised himself and he won the match. He really did.
You know what it is? He has a lot of experience competing and it's shown through because he did what he needed to do to get that win.
Yeah.
And for you, what I felt was that gas tank went, but you were still trying to find a way to win.
Yeah.
It's just your best moments were like up top. And then as a result of that, you're just trying to find a win. And sometimes against the seasoned competitor, it's hard to do. But as you mentioned, good XP, you come back from it, you learn from it, and you haven't stopped. You know, you're still there. And I know it's going to be a busy competition season, brother, between beach wrestling, qualifying for those, what is this, Worlds, that is it?
Yeah, the World Championships in Egypt.
World Championships out in Egypt.
Yep.
With us at Subversiv, Desert Duels at the end of that month. I'm going to make a guess here. Trials?
Yeah, 77 kilograms. Yep.
Like, I already know without even asking you. I just know it's a contract you signed with the world of jiu-jitsu and that you're always going to be doing stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm very excited to see you continuing to get after it, man, because you're good people.
Thank you. Did I tell you that I moved out to Las Vegas?
So you're actually with Syndicate now,
I'm training full-time with the Shat Bros, yeah. And then Fredson's out there too. Yeah, I'm dropping in with Fredson, getting some work with him.
Can I tell you, Jerry,
I love that guy.
That's my dude. You know what? I just thought you were doing like a residency for a week there.
Nah, man.
Now you combining powers with him and Shane, who, Jesus Christ. Talk about somebody who has the great mix of power and technique.
They're incredible. They're incredible humans. Yeah, and the whole vibe at Syndicate, right? Like, they're just champions. And everyone's like lifting each other up, and it's like, it's just it's wholesome. It's good.
Well, that makes me happy because again, they're great people, and I like when great people get to work with great people. So you being out there with them, it's only more leveling up. So that's dope to hear. Because yeah, dude, I went out there for you know, I'm out there every week now for PGF.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I've been going back and forth, and it's so funny because there's like so many people I know in Vegas. That they're like, hey man, I'm like, I just want sleep, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. You need to take care of yourself.
But I was like, somebody from the PGF goes, hey, why don't you stop by and see the Shat Bros? And I was like, oh, I miss them so much.
Yeah.
I definitely will come visit.
Yeah, shoot me a text or a message on Instagram or something like that. Yeah.
I'm not trying to get messed up by Jerry anymore because Jerry's like a little Tasmanian devil that's got a ton of pressure.
They're so good about, like, they roll twice a day, 6 times a week, you know, it's like, they're so good about.
You want to hear a funny Jerry story?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got one for you. Okay. So years ago, Lovato is a friend. He was doing a seminar over there. Now, Lovato and I have very similar birthdays. He's 25th of June. I'm 28th. So we were both in Vegas for our birthdays. And I was like, hey, man, can I come like interview you at the seminar? And he's like, absolutely. So I was getting some B-roll and I'm filming the rolls. And I'm like, I don't think these guys know me very well. So you hope there's trust and that I'm not just going to make them look bad. But like Lovato's going to make them look bad, you know? So Jerry, they're going like top ranks to bottom ranks. The top ranks are going, Lovato's just wrecking them. Jerry comes behind me and I'm filming and he just goes, hey man, did you get that? And I was like, what's that? He's like, did you get me beating up Lovato? And I was like, what now? And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, sir, there's nothing that I got of you beating up Lovato. But I don't know how to say that because I'm the guest at the gym. And I go, and he goes, I'm fucking with you, bro. I got fucked up by him so much. And I go, you know what? I didn't know that Jerry was a fan of our show. So he knew he could fuck with me and have fun.
Nice.
And I just thought, like, these are people I gravitate to.
Yeah.
Like, somebody who doesn't take themselves too seriously and just recognizes, like, hey, man, wasn't good for me, but let me know if you have that footage because I looked real bad.
Yeah.
And it just immediately made me feel like family with them. So
I love that.
Every time, like, his team wins, I'm always like, congrats, coach.
I love that.
Even though I don't get to see him on a regular as much as I like to, I love those guys. So you combine it with that.
We took second at ADCC as a team.
Bro, I saw that. And by the way, big ups to you guys because I just thought about that and I was like, what savages. What a great program y'all built. I saw the smallest man on that podium and I was like, that's Jerry. All right, there we go. And then I saw, who is it? You know what? I have to say this though. Bryce, on Bryce's thing for his little bio on Instagram, I think he put the best black belt under 5'6", and I was like, oh, brother, I don't want to get involved, but I'm like, I don't think Jerry's taller than 5'6", man. I don't know what to do.
It's possible,
but I like both those guys, so that's how you can tell it's good people training in Vegas. Jared, let's do this. That's going to be your camera right there. Tell the people where they can find and follow you with all your journeys, as well as all the programs that you are supporting, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Fekete JJ on Instagram is just like, hit me up, I guess, follow me, whatever. But right now, I'm working with some organizations. There's some veteran organizations, plant medicine retreats. Alpha Wave Jiu-Jitsu is like a jiu-jitsu surfing sort of like healing modality that is sponsoring me right now. So anything with surfing, jiu-jitsu, plant medicines, combo, psilocybin, ayahuasca, these kind of things. If you have kind of like a curiosity in those realms of different alternative methods of healing and stuff like that, that's where I have like a lot of training in the last 2 years. And I'm teaching at a jiu-jitsu retreat in Tulum next March for veterans and law enforcement. So that's really low key. It's like microdosing mushrooms. We have a sweat lodge. We have holotropic breath work. It's really just dipping your toes into what maybe a holistic sort of like medicinal approach might look like and stuff like that, with good jiu-jitsu in a beautiful place. So those are kind of the things that I'm working on right now.
Good for you, brother. Hey, man. You compete, but you got great causes to compete for, and we just love you out here, man. We're happy to have you back on the next show, and I'm gonna let you get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hope sunburn here.
I think I'm good, dude.
You're good?
Yeah,
You're good? Okay.
I think I got a good tan.
I just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just nervous because I want you to get back on the mats, and I just know I'm like, bro, I don't want anybody to have my hurt. Because there was nothing worse than somebody who mid-roll realized this. Oh,
it's so bad.
He's got a sunburn, doesn't he? And this is somebody who doesn't ever beat me, was like, oh, he's weak right now, we gotta go. And I was like, So anyway, Jared, we're gonna see you a little bit later.